Biggest shout out to our Patreons. We started this podcast when we were out of luck on the dole, and thanks to Patreon, we've been able to put the Northwest in the spotlight where it belongs.
For as little as £3 a month, you get access to an extra episode every week, plus a live show, which we have some of the biggest comedians in the UK joining us for that live show that we do every monthly, with comedians from the UK live. On stage.
If you're a £10 Patreon, you get free tickets to the show every month as well.
Shake up on me, lads.
There we go. Can I squeeze on them titties?
Lemon.
Got a proper tough skin, that.
Yeah, it's a fucking lemon.
I have trading cards of old granny porn stars.
Yeah, we've got loads of specials on the Patreon as well, everything from sports days. Genuinely think I've pulled the hamstring, but it'd be worth it when I win this trophy.
Sleepovers.
Axe throwing.
Puzzle rooms.
Amy wrote me a set to do on stage, which was dead embarrassing. Have a look at these. I have wanked over my nan.
The more you pledge, the more benefits you get, including early access, Q&A with guests, club cards, prints, discount on merch.
Loads of stuff. If you love this podcast and want to support it, get extra content, help us thrive, sign up today, patreon.com/The Mild High Club. Just £3 a month. What's that? Nothing, is it? Go ahead. Sign up.
Love you.
Stop crying.
Not the accusations.
Have you ever
Recorded a good time there.
Yeah. Have you ever been pegged?
No, I've never been pegged. No.
Okay, do you want to be?
No. Oh, what a
Not
show.
by me.
Hey, I didn't agree to any of this. Where the fuck did that come
Neither
from?
did I, actually.
It's a new segment.
Yeah.
We're working on.
Will you be pegged?
I don't think there's anything mild about this show.
Hello everyone, we're back.
John back, Gareth.
Gareth Waugh and Kay Nicholson's back in the room.
Dean's had an edible.
I've had an edible. Feel weird. We were just talking about microdosing. About to get into talking about microdosing.
So I've had 2 little mushroom pills this morning.
Mushroom pill?
Yeah,
Like
made
Mario?
it myself.
Like,
Mario.
She got 2 inches bigger.
Yeah.
Can only dream. So yeah, it's mushroom season, and we went foraging, didn't we? I just thought I'd like blend powder them type of thing, put them in capsules, and try them microdosing, because I love a mushroom. They give you confidence and stuff. They get rid of anxiety. So I'm trying to have it on a
great.
This is what the mushrooms do.
Wavy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And-
I didn't offer you a drink. Do you want a bottle of water?
No, I've had a bottle of water on the way down.
Sound. If you want one, let me know.
Will do, thank
I'm
you.
a good host, just so everyone sees. Not good enough to offer you one before we start.
That's all right.
And I'm massively into Amanita muscaria right now, which is the big red fairy tale type mushroom. So I've been
Did you see
researching
my
that a lot.
story?
I saw your story.
With the little white spots
Proper
on it.
Yeah.
Little fairy tale.
So there's a lot of like
Where'd you find them?
Underneath
Nuts.
toads.
yeah,
Underneath toad, yeah.
beneath pine trees though. So have you heard the story about, like, it's apparently where Father Christmas story comes from, is that mushroom?
Have you heard any of this?
I have not heard any of that.
No.
Okay, do you want to tell that story?
So the mushroom, you've seen them before, and it's the big
Yeah.
toadstool, red and white, and then you've got like frills coming down. That's meant to be like Santa's hat and beard, and because they grow under pine trees and that, people used to pick them and dry them on trees and that. So there's like your baubles on Christmas trees, and then when people were eating them, they'd see like flying
Santa
reindeers and
and
shit
elves.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and elves and that. And then they used to get delivered via chimneys as well. Because I don't know if
You
it's
get
like
snowed
illegal
in.
or whatever. I don't know. But there's
Snowed
something
in.
to do with
That's my
delivering it might have been.
Yeah.
But like delivering the mushrooms down the chimneys in like secret ways and that. Like every time we do this podcast, I go, everything leads back to mushrooms. Like,
Yeah.
Because I've seen
That
so
is the
many things
completely
about fucking.
different story that I've heard about where Santa comes from.
But it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same
That's
place, isn't it? Up there.
It's
Up there.
it's
That's where Santa's from, isn't it? Up there.
Up
Above
north.
us all.
Up north, yes, Scotland.
North of the world. Yeah, and then so in Siberia and stuff, people have them every day. They're meant to reduce fatigue. They're meant to give you the strength of 10 men. So I want
10
to try
reindeer.
that.
But apparently, like they say, like the Viking
Yeah.
berserkers, they had them as well.
Oh yeah,
And that's
so it
what
gets
made
rid
them
of
like
fear.
go
Yeah.
mad because they were all on mushrooms, like off their heads.
And I'd be interested to document you doing stand up on them.
or me
to
eating
see if-
road rage with them.
Yeah, just to see what happens.
You're like a little guinea pig on the show, eh? And just like,
Yeah.
let's give you something and put you in a scenario.
Put your balls in this till
Yeah.
see what happens. Oh,
Hey, it
okay.
works.
Yeah.
So also, yeah, we've been sent this.
Are we doing that right now?
We don't have to.
I just didn't know when they open the box of drugs
I
segment.
feel
come
like
on.
I feel like if we leave it now, everyone's gonna be like, "What's
There's
in
the-
there?"
The tension's too much.
So I mean, I'll open it then.
It's one of the least conspicuous boxes I think I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
A luminous green with caution
Yeah.
tape all over it.
Yeah, imagine that going through the post office. You're like, what the
So
fuck?
this is our dealer, Green Angel, who is an angel, and she deals with greenery.
She's been named well.
She were.
She's been named
There.
well.
Sorry, there.
Do you- so just before we started, we were talking
Yeah.
about edibles. Have you
Yeah.
had many experiences with edibles or anything like that, or?
A little bit, yeah. I went camping with some people and I took a bunch, but they were really weak ones because
Yeah.
they'd never tried it, but they wanted to. It was very middle
Yeah,
class.
right,
drug
okay.
taking. So that's it. And then they all like started going at the same time and giggling.
Yeah.
And I got some stronger ones, and I did one of them, and it was like a nice time.
Mm.
But then I saved them, and then I was telling you before, I took it right before Book of Mormon
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other week there, and it was too strong, and I ruined my, I had a bad time.
Man, when they hit too hard, it's horrible. Like,
was
you're
so
probably
hard,
just
and And then like there was a couple of rows in front of us empty, and my girlfriend was like, "Let's move down to them," but we were right at the back,
Yeah.
and it was high. And she's like, "Let's move forward a couple," and I had to fully concentrate on going down
yeah,
the steps.
parrot. Some of them are too like you're too high up in it.
Yeah, is that edibles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done mushrooms?
I haven't actually, no.
So they're like meant to be really good for going to watch stuff or going to museums as well.
Yeah.
You're meant to get a whole different experience from them. This is amazing.
Is that a proper
What is
like
it?
custom box?
Yeah. So it says Happy Halloween, Green Angel and Mild High Club.
This is the future of marijuana. This, you know.
Unreal.
Through the post.
Unreal.
That's sick, that isn't it?
What's
Does it say
in
Halloween
Yeah.
weed or Halloween?
Halloween. Ooh.
Halloween.
What a great pun. Honestly.
Next year, because I don't know if there's like a mushroom map website.
You've put our
Scotland.
logo on it.
I know, that's what it says.
Oh shit. Sorry.
That's why we were so in
I'm
awe.
I'm on like a I'm on like a
God,
delay.
I'm such a delayed
Yeah, I'm on
response.
a delay,
Like on
yeah.
this morning when they're trying to talk to
Alright.
someone. Yes.
Yeah, they put the logo on the box. Yeah.
Scotland is proper full of mushrooms right now.
Oh yeah.
And so next year, it'd be funny if we went and did a special in the Highlands.
Ooh, love a little
Highlands.
pun there.
Oh,
You didn't get it.
I didn't even pick up on it. There. I feel like I've taken an edible.
It's funny, like it's funny saying because Paddy the Baddie like called someone a mushroom, and I think a lot of people are using mushroom as a as an insult now in Liverpool. So when you were like, "Oh, fucking Scotland's full of mushrooms at the minute," I was like, "Jeez, "There's one right here."
I will fucking dare you.
Yeah.
I think mushrooms compliment. What's
What?
this say?
Oh
It's
my
like a
God.
handwritten letter.
This is so extra.
This is what I love about them. They're just absolutely over the top, and I love it. Dean and Amy, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for having me on the podcast. I was inundated with lovely and supporting messages from your listeners. As a thank you gift, I've included our Happy Halloween sick box.
Sick box.
Sick box.
Maybe change that bit.
From our Sick and Twisted collection. Okay. I hope you both enjoy.
I'm a bit worried about taking these now, to be honest.
They're going to make us sick. Happy Halloween, Bambinos.
Happy
Green
Halloween,
Angel.
Bambinos. This seems I think
Sounds
this
like an
has
episode
to
title
be,
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode has to come out Halloween week, and we're going to talk about Halloween stuff right now. So what's in the box?
So
That's in the box.
that's like
7.
7.
Do you want the
Yeah.
B-pack?
I don't know how we're going to do this.
Take one, pass it around.
Do you know the only other time I did drugs when I went to a show was my mate bought tickets to see a live orchestra doing Love Actually at Christmas, and he was
Yeah.
going to take a girl, and then she stood him up. So he went, "Do you want to come with me instead?" And I was like, yeah, nice
Did
little
he ask
date.
you with them cards like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
You knock at your door and it's like, Gareth, will you come to see Love Actually with me?
So you could have WhatsApped me, mate. What if my missus had answered?
It's such a good film.
But then we took
Slinkies.
MDMA
Yeah.
beforehand.
So
And there's
watch
a
Love
bit.
Actually?
Yeah, yeah. And at first we were like, this is great with the orchestra and stuff. We're well into it. But then there's a bit in the movie when they're watching something and then it goes all static on the screen and it lasted forever in
Yeah.
my head.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I went, this is obviously the interval. So I start going. And then the whole theatre starts laughing and the film starts going again. And I was like, oh. And my mate like grabbed my leg and he went, why did you do that? And I was like, I don't know.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, fucking
That's why I
hell.
love drugs.
Yeah. So do you know, like, have you, like, this is the next level for the dealer to do, innit? Like,
Have you
give
ever
you a little
seen?
dosage.
Have you ever
wow.
seen a package from a dealer like this?
Absolutely not. That's next level customer service. That It's
Green
the future.
Angel is the future. Absolutely.
Absolute future.
And I really hope they don't get arrested.
Me too.
Yeah, let's keep
What are
advertising them.
I don't know what these
Ooh,
are.
are they? Mystery cards.
Golden cards.
Should we give one for them to open and then
Yeah.
we can open one?
Yeah.
Pick which
Yeah.
one do you want?
Done.
Use your team, by the way.
Oh,
Right.
right.
With a team.
Well, I agree with that pick
one.
then, yeah.
This
This
one.
is so exciting. Drugs and presents.
Ready?
Yeah,
Okay. We're opening.
so exciting.
I really don't know
I
what.
don't know. Nerves are gone.
Are you nervous?
What a
My nerves
podcasting
are
I
experience.
hope it's not a letter from the police. You've been busted. Oh, no.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't say I'd like to play a game.
Oh,
All
no.
the lights go off. Like,
Oh god. Well, at least we can numb the pain. What is this?
What is that?
Do you want to play a game?
Oh my god, it says
Oh my god!
I'm dead
Oh,
here.
I'm scared. Okay.
I wish I'd
What
never
happened
had
to
the night
that?
before.
I'm really
It
scared.
says scratch me.
Scratch me.
I want to.
I'll do it. I'll
Go
scratch
ahead.
it.
Me. So yeah,
This
rules
is
and
dead
all
fun.
prizes will be added to your next order. Scratch.
Oh, sick.
Wow.
I got a pumpkin.
Scratch. You've got a pumpkin.
Yeah.
I've got
Humble brag.
So
got
what-
a skull, which means I
pre-roll.
get a diamond.
Oh.
You want a little pre-rolled at your next order?
Yeah.
That's sick, man.
Okay.
How good's that? Do
Pre-roll?
Oh,
you want one?
yeah.
Can I warn you though? They're
Strong,
very
then.
strong.
Okay.
Okay, just so you know.
Oh, you
Right.
can have. Would you rather have a
Orange
lollipop?
sherbet? Does that mean it tastes like that?
That's the strain, yeah. I
Oh.
don't know. It doesn't taste that much.
Would you
So
rather have a
nice.
lollipop or? Wait, is that
Ah,
edible blood?
shut up.
That's incredible.
What the hell?
This is
This is amazing.
these are the dealers you want. What
Am
do you-
I
Kay, what do you want? Do you want?
asleep right
do you want a
now?
Are the
lollipop?
Tory government watching it? You see how much money you could be making on tax? You
I know.
fucking
Exactly.
maniacs.
You idiots.
Absolutely.
Cost of living, no more, guys.
Yeah.
This.
I mean, fucking. What do you want,
That's
Kay? Do you want a bag of eyes, a lollipop, bag of gummies?
Can I have the lollipop?
Yeah, lollipop. Would you
I've
like
heard
anything
they're
else,
dead
Gareth?
strong as well, so be
Huh?
careful.
Anything else?
I'm giving them a bag to take to Sloss,
Gummies?
so
Oh,
you could
that'd be
split
great,
the bag
yeah.
or something maybe. Or
Sorry.
Thank you. That's all right.
I'm not going to do this now because I have got a gig tonight.
yeah, I have.
And that won't go down well.
Well, I've got to drive
Mega
back
car.
to Scotland.
Yeah, maybe say.
Yeah,
Let's make the
Please.
drive fun.
Yeah, you fly back.
Yeah, an hour before you're home, pop a gummy, see if you can get home before it kicks
Oh,
in.
yeah. Little danger gummy.
Yeah.
Race against the
I
clock.
don't do that.
No,
So how are you?
Anyway,
I'm
This has
great.
been so
So,
exciting.
I'm just because this is my favorite podcast ever already.
Is right.
well, lovely to have you here. So you just drove down from Edinburgh now.
Yes,
You're opening for Sloss tonight.
I am. Yeah,
Have you been
Lovely.
doing a few of his or?
I basically do all the ones that Kai Humphries can't.
Oh,
So if Kai got a career, that would be very helpful.
Oh, we'll have to get Kai on, won't we,
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, because that'll give him a career.
yeah.
It'll give him some drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
amazing.
cool, man.
Cool.
So-
where's your favourite place to gig? Where have you gigged internationally? And
Yeah, well,
everywhere, yeah?
so with Daniel, we did Oslo, Bergen, Copenhagen,
Yeah.
and I think we did New York together for a bit as well,
Oh,
Yeah.
which was cool. I didn't like New York though.
No.
The crowds
Why?
were shit
Yeah.
because they're all individuals. They were never like a crowd.
right.
Like, and they would
Oh,
answer
right.
rhetorical questions. You'd be like, "Oh, you know, like, you do that," and they're like, "Yeah," and you're like, "Not actually you, mate."
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They were,
This is
they were
about
just
you.
too enthusiastic. I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
Yeah,
I think
right.
it was a Scottish thing. Like I was like, "You're too happy. I don't like this."
Mhm.
Relax.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're used to the moody.
Sydney, I think, is one of the best crowds I've played. That's one of my favorite places.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah,
you do the
Sydney.
fringes and that, or do you do your own
Yeah.
shows over there?
Yeah,
or?
I did a solo show over there
Yeah.
for a bit.
Oh,
yeah,
sick.
but
And
then
you're
also like touring
Melbourne?
about. No, I've never done Melbourne, but I've heard it's cool.
I like Melbourne. It feels a bit more like a British city, doesn't it? It had like a Liverpool vibe to it, or a bit of a Manchester vibe to it. It felt
Maybe, yeah.
more than like Sydney or something like
Because
that.
it's not like all beaches and stuff, is it?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Sydney's a lot
It's-
of beach
yeah.
stuff.
Very like we didn't even see any spiders
Did you
in
not?
Melbourne, nah. But we was like floor 26 or something.
Yeah,
so
well, I
they probably get dizzy up there.
Yeah. Well, I did some road shows out there, and the most venomous snake in that part of the world is the brown snake. Right? And
Yeah.
they kept talking about it on the trip. They're like, if you see a brownie, run. And I was like, all right, whatever. That sounds racist.
Sounds
Don't do that.
God bless Australia. They're still doing it that way. But then we did like this gig in the middle of nowhere, and we're staying in a like roadside motel, and I opened my door, and there was a fucking brown snake behind the door, and I shit myself, and I was like, I've got to run. I turned on the light, and it was a draft excluder. But like, why would you make it brown?
No, it should be a law, strictly no
Yeah.
brown draft excluder.
I
Yeah.
feel like they're different thicknesses though.
Yeah, it was a bit thick, but in the dark, it was dark. I didn't know. I just
Yeah,
seen a
but you
brown
shit yourself,
long
to be
thing in
fair.
the brown.
Yeah.
So I told all the Aussie comics about it, and they were like, I was like, oh, it just was a draft excluder. And they went, oh, draft excluder? That's cute. And I was
Yeah.
like, what do you use call it? And they went, a door snake.
A door snake. Well, that's why I fucking shit myself when I
Yeah,
see it.
exactly.
Uh,
They love,
Mad.
they
Remember
love
when
scaring
we went like camper vanning in Australia and drove up the east coast, and there was one place we were staying, and like the toilets were like fucking, it was like a bush took a trial. It was
Oh, yeah.
filled,
women's toilets.
filled with insects that were like
Oh,
this
that's
big.
right.
There was
I
a
don't know
moth
if
on
it-
the wall, and
I-
it was like that big.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck's going on
I
here?
don't know if it was like the smell of women's urine.
It might it was something
attracted
like
them,
that. It was mad.
Because it's
the
like it
fellas
does
one had
attract
a
most
few in.
predators.
But the
Oh, yeah.
female toilets had like was just like
Oh, yeah.
fucking full.
Oh my
yeah.
god, yeah. I went in and I was like, I can't use these.
But,
There
like-
was like bugs all over the toilet.
Yeah.
No.
But then
So
like
it's
the
one of
walk
them.
from the camper van to the toilet in the dark, you have to like put your torch on your phone. Because of the light on your phone, you were like attracting all these fucking
Yeah, yeah,
insects.
Yeah, and
I was
there's-
it's just going, and you're like, fucking hell. And
That was such a
running-
good
running
little
to the
noise.
thing.
That was such a
Yeah,
good.
it's
a really good noise.
It's stuck in my head, like PTSD from it.
and there's also signs saying like crocodiles might eat you.
Yeah, it's just a mad place.
go.
But we were asleep in the camper van in this little campsite, already paranoid because everyone's like, oh, watch out for huntsmen in your car and all that.
Yeah.
And we've just fallen asleep. And Amy fucking sits up and starts going, the spider's in the van, the spider's in the van. And I was like,
Sometimes talking
wah, wah, and then she just went, I was like, oh my God, where's the spiders? Fucking sweating, thinking there was like pure spiders in the van.
I can't help it though. I'm asleep.
Aw,
I did it the other
no.
night.
The
as
other
well, didn't
night, the other night she woke me up by chatting something, and I went, what? And she went, what was it? Absolute Megan madness or
I?
something?
Yeah, absolute mega madness.
Absolute Megan madness. And I went, what are you on about? She just goes, falls back asleep. And I'm lying there awake. I'm like, what the fuck's that about?
Do you
there?
talk in your sleep? Or do you have any
I-
weird
I have
habits?
done.
Yeah.
In the past I stayed in me and my mate went to V Festival, and you know, 'cause I'm a basic bitch, and we stayed in like a travel lodge because she can't fucking camp, and apparently I woke up in the middle of the night and just sat straight up and went, oh, I've got to get the names from backstage, and then went back asleep.
Always working.
It's weird.
Always,
isn't it?
always
Switch on.
yeah.
Making deals.
Get the names from backstage.
That's
No,
reminded me. Something else I did was I put in my sleep, pulled a pillow out from someone's head and hit them over the head with it.
That's really funny though.
That's dead funny, isn't it? And then as I'd done it is when I sort of woke up and realised because they woke up and gone, what the fuck? And I was just like,
I think
I'm
you could,
asleep.
you can just say that to get away with stuff now.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like,
It's
"Oh,
good
I didn't know I was
excuse, isn't it?
asleep." Yeah.
What do you know that girl who sleepwalks? What's her name? Selena.
Selena.
I love this woman.
Is it? Do you think it's
You're
She's
real?
like a famous
Oh my
sleepwalker.
Yeah.
She is
Wow.
I'm so happy that you've brought her
Selena Spooky Boo.
Selena Spooky Boo.
She's on
She is.
TikTok.
Don't you know who Selena Spooky
I
Boo
don't
is?
actually. No.
She's the greatest human being. It's like her, the videos of her sleepwalking. Oh, are the
dead
absolutely
funny.
amazing.
They're
How
dead
did she?
funny.
Would she set up a camera in her room? Or
Yeah,
something?
so
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
house
like night
is
vision.
pretty
She's just
much
walking
like-
around the house, just going fucking. So just like, man, fucking making like throwing like
Just
nearly
putting
kicking
her
the dog
finger
and
up.
shit, like isn't she? Yeah,
Yeah,
just mad.
Just puts a finger up to the plant.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck you. It's just amazing.
I once woke up, my girlfriend was shouting my name. She's like, Gareth, Gareth. And I woke up and I was pissing in my top drawer.
Oh, no.
And,
Was she
yeah,
bladdered?
I was hammered. I was
Okay.
fucking. And then I was just peeing in the top drawer and she went, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. I literally pissed all my pants at once.
Okay.
I've never had that. I've never been.
So are you?
It's the only time I've ever done it.
Is ale your like vice? Would you say?
Yeah.
Your drug of choice.
One of the questions
I
you
don't
started
think
asking
it
is
is.
Yeah, that and cocaine.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm a basic bitch as well. Yeah.
Basic bitches together.
Although I've went off it a bit, I used to really be into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say that's your addiction now? Because we ask people like what their addictions are now. It can be anything like chocolate
it's
or.
way more embarrassing.
Go on.
Hey, I've got back into Candy Crush.
To be fair,
You're out basic bitching me, and I'm fuming.
I don't know where it came from.
have you got a neon sign in your house that says like "dance like no one's watching" or something?
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Got a little sticker family on the back of my car.
Yeah. I seen
Just
a
me.
I seen a mad bumper sticker yesterday. Like, you know, sometimes people have loads of them.
Yeah.
It had one right at the bottom and saying, "Don't touch my car." And then there was a person on the knees and he had the gun to the back of their head.
Oh,
I was like, what the fuck's that about?
Oh.
That's weird, isn't it? Just driving through St. Helens,
quite
like
a
saying something like that.
message in it.
It's mad.
I wouldn't touch it after that, to be fair.
I made me
Yeah,
want to
it
touch it though.
Yeah, yeah, I was
See-
going to say that.
See what
yeah.
happened, yeah.
I was literally
touch
thinking the
the
exact
butt.
same thing. That just makes me want to touch it.
Yeah.
I used to, when you said dance like no one's watching, I used to play this joke on me mate. I knew her phone password, still do. And when she'd like go to the toilet or something, I'd take her phone and I'd go on her Instagram and Twitter and change her bio to dance like no one's watching and live like it's heaven on earth.
That's hilarious.
And then I'd just leave it, and it
never
was
noticed
such
it
a
for
delayed
ages.
gratification.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
then in a couple of days later, she'd just ring me and be like, "Are you fucking messing?
Yeah.
That's been up for days." It's like, I know.
Just checking it every day, going,
Yeah,
it's still
literally.
there, is right.
And I literally, I do it all, I still do it now. I do it all the time. And she hasn't
That's
learned
funny,
to
that.
not leave her phone with me.
Or
Oh,
change
I-
your password.
Oh yeah, I'll change your password. No, she won't remember another password.
Oh, right.
God bless her.
So I can understand why you slipped into Candy Crush.
I must have been an advert or something,
Oh,
and now I'm non-stop. on
We
it.
had a little stint on it years ago, didn't
Oh,
we?
it all began on a holiday in Lanzarote.
It was a Wednesday.
yeah.
It's Shirley Valentine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Grace. But yeah, and then we just was addicted for ages. So I get it. And some
just-
people like are obsessed with like
Yeah.
what Farmville. That was the thing.
Oh,
Remember
you
that?
just get invites on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farmville, wouldn't you?
Shameless ones. Just fuck you like. They don't care what they think. About
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it keeps asking me if I want to ask for life stuff. People are like, no, nobody
No,
can know.
yeah,
Nobody can know my
This is my
shame.
secret.
I went to delete it off my phone because it was taken over.
yeah.
It's
I've
just
had
hours
to
on
do
it.
that with some games, yeah. I got a new phone and I was like, I'm not downloading any of them apps.
Yeah.
I'm only downloading the apps I need, so I
Yeah.
haven't downloaded any
Oh.
games. Because you just sit there going, trying to
Yeah.
escape
Is that
from
your
escape
is that your
rooms and
guilty
shit. Like,
pleasure?
It was like for the last week, yeah. And
are
then
you a bit of a
looks like
gamer
it.
though? Because you used
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
stream like Twitch and that, didn't you?
Well, I
Or-
did Twitch on like during lockdown because there
Seen
was
that
no
video you
stand-up.
doing like
I did all this
scariest
scary
game or
stuff,
something.
which I
It's funny
hated.
that, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not very brave.
Yeah.
But I played. You got the most money doing them because folk would pay to give you a fright. Like they could pay like a little bit of money, like say 10p, and it would play really loud noise in your head.
Oh, that sounds like
Ah, right.
torture.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So
Look
you
at that.
got,
You got
well, hey,
PTSD
Right,
now.
I was just seeing the
Couple
money
of
coming in. I was
quid,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I'm so scared. But yeah, I did that. Did that in lockdown because there was no stand up, so it was like methadone. Really,
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good like second one to like second job to have.
it was
though,
good
innit?
fun.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
people felt like they knew you a bit too much on Twitch, which I
Yeah.
didn't like because they're
Because
like looking into your
live
eyes.
streaming, you know,
And
that,
folk would
innit?
play
Yeah.
Mm.
and like
That's-
they like message a bit inappropriate at times and stuff.
Right.
It was hard to manage that relationship for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We do an episode every week from home as well, don't we, for Patreon? That's a bit like being on Big Brother or something.
Yeah.
It's very, you're at
quite
home.
invasive.
It's in our front room.
It's in
It's
our
like-
house. Yeah, and it's like, and we're very open as well because
Yeah.
I think when you record and put yourself out there so often, you have to just talk about your life, otherwise you'd have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Beatles. Okay.
Have you ever played the Kim Kardashian game?
No.
Oh my god, so this was my addiction for a while.
What was it?
Oh,
Did you
right,
just
so
meet
it's
me up in a
amazing.
hotel room and film yourself.
So, yeah. No, it's like it's an app, and you become like an influencer, and like you have to like go from like a D-list celebrity to an A-list celebrity.
That sounds class.
So like, but it's amazing. But then like
Yeah.
you have to like photo shoots and stuff. But obviously you haven't got energy all the time, so you have to
Yeah.
like wait for your energy to refill, or you buy energy. I spent so much money on this game.
Sounds like real life, but you can't.
Yeah.
In real life.
No, honestly, bear in mind I've never actually
What gives
watched
you
it.
energy in the game? Would you buy?
Mushrooms.
So no, it's like you buy like stars, like your energy bars full, like it's, you know what I mean?
Just like real life?
Energy
Exactly.
bars, yeah.
But then
Health bars.
it's amazing because like you unlock all these different locations and you can fly to like all these different places and do all these different photo shoots. By the end of it, I'd been married in Florence and I'd adopted a child and I was an A-list celebrity.
Wow.
And honestly,
Look at you now.
and it was I had so much success in this
Adopted as well.
online game. Yeah, adopted obviously.
What a good person.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because I'm not just going to have my own kids. I've got to adopt it because that,
Yeah.
that bumps me up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tabloids were loving me. I was flying high.
Did you have a
and-
scandal? What did anything go wrong?
Ooh,
Yeah, but I
love
come
a
out of
scandal.
it. So some basic
was your
bitch,
scandal?
right? Some basic bitch
Yeah.
tried to come at me, right?
Tried.
And was like, she pushed into the queue at this club or something, and I was like, I didn't know. And then Kim Kardashian in the game stuck up for me because like I made the right choice in a
pretty
photo
much-
shoot or something.
Best mates now.
And honest to God, it was the greatest time of my life, and I spent so much money on this game.
I can see why that would be addictive to a
Oh,
lot
it
of
was so
people.
addictive.
Because like Kimmy K sticking up for you and that.
It was so addictive, and I've never watched an episode of the Kardashians in my life.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't.
Me
I
neither.
just loved
Dinas.
I used to watch The
Love it.
Hills.
The Hills.
Yeah,
I
back in
never
the
watched
day.
The Hills. Is that Heidi?
the
I watch
OG,
the Hills
like-
of Fires. That's my
Yeah,
jam.
yeah. That's very slightly different. Very,
If
yeah.
you watched it,
only
it was the
slightly.
same though. Just all these big,
Yeah,
like
I think it's
mutants
based on Saint Elton.
bitching about each other.
I've got really into recently. I'm rewatching all the Geordie Shore, old Geordie
See, I
Shore
never got into that.
episodes.
Done me head in.
Oh, I absolutely love it. But the problem is, I've started to like, I live with my best mate, and she said something to me the other week, and I realised I was talking like I was in Geordie Shore, like I was like as if I was being
absorbing it
interviewed
in,
in
yeah.
like a green room, like I was like, yeah, we went out and we had a wicked night, like
Oh, no.
properly talking like I was getting
Dream.
interviewed. So yeah, we're gonna have a family night. We're all gonna get absolutely mauled. Honest, but I'm really into it.
See, my problem is I know I'd love it. Do
Oh,
you get what I mean?
Dean.
I'm not saying I don't want to watch it because it's shit. I'll love it and have to watch all of it.
And
'Cause
it
I
will
love
cut
the
into our
drama.
productivity time.
Yeah. I've got
So we
sucked in
don't
by the new
allow
Game of
it.
Thrones. So like,
I
it reeled me in.
Yeah, I've heard it's
Oh.
very good.
Ooh,
it's
it's
I don't
really
like
good.
gore. I don't like gore or like
But it's
anything
very
like
good.
that.
I love gore.
Right, yeah.
So it's
Love
not.
though.
I've been
Yeah.
watching the Lord of the Rings one because that's all I've got at the minute.
Amazing.
Got
I
this
didn't
guy.
like it.
Swerved
Not that great.
It's just
It was too
slow.
slow.
It is. It looks nice.
Looks lovely, yeah.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, very visually pleasing.
See,
But
Ireland's
this is
not
lost
pleased
on me.
because of the Hobbits have got Irish accents.
What's
Like-
it?
Oh.
Nobody's pleased with it at all. Nobody's
What
happy
what
with the
accent-
casting.
What accent should a Hobbit have?
I
Hobbit,
don't
Hobbit
know.
have?
I think it should just. I think Irish is right.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
yeah, Irish, Black Country, Scottish.
Yeah, Black Country sort of
That's like
typical.
Mr.
What's it
Frodo
called?
and all
Yeah,
that.
Devon
yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing.
Anywhere rural, that's the accent.
Yeah,
they
because
should
that's
have.
where they be.
That's
innit?
where they
They're not
live.
city
Yeah.
hobbits.
They
like-
live under a tree. Yeah, little urban hobbit.
Yeah.
I
Talk
love
about
it.
the mandem.
That's boss. So your guilty pleasure is sort of
My entire life's a
Geor-
guilty pleasure.
Okay, yeah. Like
Um,
Geordie Shore and that.
Oh yeah, I've just really gotten back into it, but like to the point where like, even though it was years ago, and obviously you know what's happened now, I'm still watching it, and I'm like, I don't know whether Gaz and Charlotte are gonna make up this time. I don't like. Oh, I'm
So
like, I
you're
think
rewatching it
about
like
it.
Friends,
Yeah, I'm rewatching it like
a sitcom.
yeah, like a sitcom.
But it is kind of a sitcom though, innit? Like
But
a lot
I
of it's like
forgot
scripted and
how
shit, innit?
invested I was in it.
Yeah.
Like I was so invested in Gaz and Charlotte's relationship, like to a point where it was like an obsession. Like I remember.
That's mad.
Do you think
Oh, I
people
love
are
them.
invested in our relationship?
I'm not
no,
even
it's not
invested in our
it's
relationship.
not
Well,
volatile.
let's get to my guilty
volatile.
pleasure.
If you start throwing shit at each other, then yeah, probably I'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
invested.
Maybe we should start like only recording our arguments.
Or
Yeah.
go out and you pull someone and you get annoyed, even though you've told him he can pull, but you don't actually want him to pull. That's what you should do.
Don't you dare, Paul.
I can't be arsed pulling.
I really want a scandal. Though I really want us to have a scandal
Amy's obsessed with having like some
Or a
making up a
ruse.
conspiracy theory or a ruse or something.
and see how far it can travel.
And what she wants to do is try and
Yeah.
convince everyone that I wear Mr. Blobby outfit and shag her dressed as fucking Noel Edmonds.
Me and my mate did that.
That
like-
is a completely
What?
really weird
No, that's
scandal.
You and
not,
your
me and my mate did. Yeah, me and my Mr. Blobby. We had a thing for a bit. No, we started a rumour about two people we used to go to school with, like 5 years after school. We're
Yeah,
like, they're
yeah.
married now.
All right. Right.
And then it came back like years later, and they were like, "Do you hear they're married?" And I was like, "No, they're not." I mean, no.
So it travelled.
Yeah, I loved it.
See,
That was
that's
a
what
rush.
See, that's why I want to do it.
I
Live
don't.
that
love lying.
rush.
I don't know if I can say
love
this on
lying.
here,
It's
but
so good.
someone from my school had like their Facebook hacked by their missus
Oh,
and like changed the profile picture to them and someone else, being like, "Oh, this is so and so. I've happily ruined my marriage with this person or whatever," and then posted a big status like as the other person, going, "I'm this person. I had an affair, even though this was happening." But all on Facebook, and we were all watching, going, "Oh my god,
great.
this is
It's like
proper
live
real
Geordie
Geordie
live.
Shore. isn't it?
Yeah.
Live for this shit.
Sometimes I see stuff on Facebook and I wish it was a hack. I seen somebody yesterday post, "My money don't jiggle jiggle," and I went, "Grow the fuck up, man."
Fuck.
I was like, I hope somebody's got into your
Yeah, that's Louis Theroux, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louis Theroux, come on the pod.
Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? We'll give you some weed.
Yeah.
What do you think his guilty pleasure is?
Um,
Outing freaks.
yeah, interviewing people like us. Other way around, isn't it?
I reckon he's going to be like proper like dirty, you know?
Do you
Like,
reckon?
yeah, I reckon like when you go like behind closed doors, I reckon he's into some like mad shit.
Because he's just been exposed to the extremes of
Absolutely
the world,
everything.
hasn't he?
Seemed
Yeah.
dead awkward in that brothel episode though. Remember that one?
I can't really
Yeah.
remember.
And he
it
was
now.
just a bit like, oh.
It's all
Oh,
that.
with the big
Really, yeah.
orgy bit. Yeah, I think I would be a little bit awkward.
I've seen a bit where like there's
Big
people having
orgy.
sex. Is it like a swingers thing or something? Is that what you mean?
I don't know if it was. I think it was a brothel in like rural America somewhere.
Right.
And
Yeah.
people would show up in cowboy hats and stuff, and it wasn't part of the kink. That was just what they were wearing.
Yeah.
And he was a bit like, "Oh, this is all a bit weird."
Yeah.
How do you feel about swinging and brothels?
I need to get a boyfriend first before I can start swinging, Amy.
Can
Thank you,
we come?
though. Needs
Right,
that.
this is an idea we've had.
Go on.
I need to say yeah before we start recruiting. How do you feel about if we arranged your own naked attraction? we
had-
got people in boxes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we'd just be cardboard boxes because we've not got the production value. And then they just slowly lift.
And we could do it in here.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, are you game for that?
Dean with a little pulley just like.
Yeah,
Honestly, that would be absolutely
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And yes, of course, that's so funny.
Right.
Only on one condition.
on.
I'm not getting my kit off.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because that's
Yeah,
the end, isn't
yeah.
it? Oh yeah, that would sound like
Yeah.
a ruse
Yes.
to see Kay
Oh, yeah.
naked.
Yeah, you
Oh, you know the rules, Kay.
You will lose all of your Patreons like that. No. Dry up.
It
No,
wasn't-
not a
No.
chance.
Yeah, no, that bit's fine.
If we've got any dirty exhibitionists out there that want to get the
Come and show me your dick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
want to get
we
the
definitely-
wines out.
Or
Do you like
clean
naked-
exhibitionists.
Do you like
Yeah.
naked attraction?
Huh?
Yeah.
Do you like naked attraction?
I've never really watched it. I get the
So
gist of it.
Dean's president of their fan club.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I love it, and there's so many parts of it that I love it. Like, there's a bit where they like spin round in it. Have you seen it? Where at the end, when they've
Spin
been
round?
voted off,
Yeah,
they
naked.
like spin round, and then they've got the
Spin.
clothes
The little
back on.
pirouette.
And then
Oh,
the clothes.
right.
And
That
then
makes sense.
they have to do like a pose, but like
Right.
9 times out of 10, man, the poses are so cringy.
Poses
I've got
like-
loads of videos on my phone. I'm just
just the
going,
poses.
"Eh."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's horrible.
It's the best.
That's the best bit, I think.
Um,
Can we get the people who come on to do that? Can they do a
Oh,
pose?
they 100%
Yeah.
have to do a pose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that's the requirement.
So do
You
you need
also-
5, innit?
I
need 5
mean, we'll do. We'll have
applications
3.
to
We'll
the
have
Mild
3.
High Club
because the
UK
room's
at
small.
gmail.com.
If you're willing to get your kit off, what would you ask them to do? Do you know there's the bit in it where they have to do something?
Oh, we
Just-
also need your description of what you're attracted to, because that's what they get as well, innit?
Yeah.
What are you looking for in a man? So what were you going to say, sorry?
So sometimes they say like, oh, do me a sexy dance
Oh,
or something,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
have to like
Have a think
helicopter.
about what you'd want them to
Yeah.
see, what you want to
Okay.
see them doing.
Yeah.
What are you looking for in a man, Kay?
They need to be afraid of commitment, emotionally unavailable. An alcohol dependency
Okay.
would be great.
Yeah,
Okay,
Um,
I think we're
Gonna
get
get
a lot
no-
of-
Nobody on this.
no ambition, lazy, just me usual type. Really
Okay.
would be
Do
great.
you not want to try something different?
Maybe I should because it hasn't worked so far. Can't imagine why. I don't know. What do I like? Physicality wise, like a massive no.
I want them 8 foot in blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they do have. So when they put in the application, they say I'm physically attracted to.
As I've gotten older, I've just realised I've said this. I'm talking to you two. As I've gotten older, I've got really into tattoos.
Okay.
As I've gotten older.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never used to like that. I used to like the clean look when I was younger.
So you're
but
looking for a tattooed,
little tattoo.
Gareth Big Schlong.
Little,
Try and get the Irish bull on.
Yes, you fucking love
you
it.
know how much I
Irish
would
ball.
love that.
Irish ball,
So we had
come on.
an Irish porn star on.
Put the thing in his foreskin.
Yeah, and he sold that for 100 quid.
So we get him
So
on. You'll
what,
see
sorry?
his dick
The
first,
card.
probably.
Oh,
And I'll know
Yeah.
exactly
How
who
about
it is.
That's how you make something go up in value.
put it in your dick.
Can I
Apparently,
put
yeah.
this in your dick and we'll
Yeah.
sell it? There you go.
You said that with such
It's
a
a bit too
childlike
orange.
wonder.
Yeah.
You were like, did you put this in your dick?
I mean, I've been playing with a slinky for ages. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a proper child.
Too
Yeah.
orange. You wouldn't know where my dick begins and that stuff.
Oh, there was something I was going to ask. I forgot what it was. Oh, are you in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay, no, Nick.
11 years.
Then. We could have set one up for you.
Got a baby on the way as well.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
How did you
It
meet your
was
missus?
a surprise.
That's a nice way of
What's
saying accident.
Yeah.
What's
It
the
was like-
opposite of congratulations? Commiserations.
Condolences.
Yeah. No, it's like we had a case of attitude. Like whatever happens, happens. We just
Yeah.
didn't expect it to happen
Instantly.
fucking immediately. It was
Yeah,
so
yeah,
fast.
yeah, yeah.
How
We watched
far-
French try for years and not
Yeah.
have one.
Yeah.
We are in the 3rd trimester now.
Oh, it's getting exciting.
December.
December. Oh, December,
Little
baby.
Christmas
Oh,
baby.
gorgeous.
22nd
Cap-
of December.
Capricorn, that we're the best ones.
Oh,
Me
yeah?
and, me and Adam Rowe.
Oh,
It's
well.
it's gonna be it's
I was
gonna
on
be
board for a bit.
it's gonna have a work ethic like no other.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
because I've not got that at all.
Well, that
What
uh,
star
Do you know
sign
what
is
you
he?
have him?
what star sign are you?
yeah,
No,
boy.
you meant
Boy.
to, I wanted you to guess.
I don't know.
Have a guess.
You can guess by then, maybe when I've said more stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Ah,
At the
yeah.
end.
Okay.
When
Yeah.
I've maybe revealed more.
Okay.
So, how did you meet your missus?
At a gig,
Okay, yeah.
I was doing this gig. It was called Car Crash. So it was like the audience wrote suggestions in a bucket, and you had to try and riff on it for 5 minutes.
Right.
And if you were struggling, they'd play like tires screeching, and then when you were like fully dying, they just played a car crash, and you had to get
Oh,
off.
that's ruthless, that.
So she was in.
Was that in
watching-
Scotland?
Yeah, it was in the Fringe in like 2011.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It
I thought-
doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
But it was great. So she came to watch her mate with her flatmate, and my mate and her flatmate like kind of fancied each other, and then I was like wingman.
Yeah,
Still am.
that's right.
Yeah.
11 years later, still on.
Yeah, still wingman. Took it very serious.
That's really nice.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
great. Lovely.
Sick of
Are you
happy
looking
couple.
forward to being a dad?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
There's doubts as well for sure.
You
Like,
bet.
sometimes you're like, what's going to happen?
Mm,
But I'm looking. I'm more like the more it's going on, the more excited I'm getting,
yeah.
which is good.
Well, I mean, like, so many people do it
Yeah.
that you feel like you must
Sure, it's
just
easy.
figure it out.
Yeah.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm
so-
like,
but
oh my
a lot of
God.
people are not good at it as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Let
true.
me tell you.
I'm
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
excited for them to
Ain't
be
great.
here.
I mean, you're really, really filling him with confidence. Cheers,
I'll
Amy.
be alright. I'm excited for the baby being here. I'm not excited for the labour because I feel like
Yeah.
there's only so many words of encouragement, and I'm just gonna keep repeating.
Actually,
Yeah,
how
after
yeah,
like
it
8
feels-
hours. Yeah.
Well, that was
Yeah.
a tweet I saw yesterday. It was like my wife just got stitches, lost loads of blood, 37 hours of labour, and then me holding the baby going, let's name it after me.
Classic.
Yeah,
man.
it's class.
Yeah.
So we
Oh,
usually ask for like
bless.
awkward sex stories, but because you've been with your
I can
missus
tell,
for
yeah,
11
yeah.
years, it feels like
I used to tell one
You gotta
about
know who it
her on
is.
stage.
Yeah.
It was my first solo Fringe show. I had that story, and she was bringing her mum and dad, and she was sat next to them.
Oh,
she was like,
no.
"Please don't tell the story." I was like,
it's
"Got
happening.
It's in the
I got it.
show.
It's the show."
Yeah.
And also, it's killer. It was like
Yeah.
there was one time we went back to hers early doors, and she was like, "We're in the kitchen, and we're like making out," and she was like, "Do you want to do it on the kitchen table?" And I was like, "All right." And then I got her up on the kitchen table, but I'm quite short, and I realized pretty quick that because of the height of the table, it wasn't going to quite work out. So I had to get up on my tiptoes for it, and she didn't realize obviously. But then I started to get like cramp in my
Yeah,
right
yeah,
foot
yeah.
during it, so I was like, "Rah!" She's like, "Oh my god, he is loving this." I was actually in a lot of pain.
She sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
A
funny,
bit
that.
of table action.
Bit of table
The
action.
table action. I'd just be scared to break
Yeah.
because I don't think I'd ever recover from that emotionally.
Oh, we didn't. No, we didn't do table, did we? We did countertop.
Countertop. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, were you
bunkers are
on
never gonna
it?
collapse.
Were you on it or were you over it?
On it.
On it.
On it.
Yeah.
Well,
We all wanted to know. I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just asking
Yeah,
the questions
let's get the
for the
semantics.
people. Do you know what I mean?
ask away.
Just
Yeah.
asking the,
Okay.
asking the
Fine.
questions for the people.
So
That's what I'm here for.
I'm going to hit you with a staple question that we have, which is your most embarrassing moment,
Or shameful.
or shameful, and your proudest to counteract it.
Right. I think shameful. The one that springs to mind is like when I was about 17, I got an operation to prevent torsion on my testicles.
Torsion.
Yeah,
When they
just when one of them
twist.
twists. Yeah.
Okay.
So it turns out I didn't have that at all.
like
anyway.
your jeans sometimes they get twisted.
Yeah, exactly like your jeans.
But in your mouth.
Yeah, you just need to reshuffle everything. But yeah, so I got this operation, and you've got to pee before you leave and stuff, and I managed to pee. I think I lied and said, "Oh yeah, I did a pee," and they're like, "Okay, you can leave." But they gave you like this little, like these weird little bandage things. So there's like bandage there, but then like assless on the back, like little chaps. It was so bad. But then I got home and I was so nervous about like the stitches and stuff. I needed a poo, and I went to do a poo, and then I didn't want to take the bandage off because I was worried my balls would fall out like a couple of baby bells. Like, and I'd be like, having to fish them out of the toilet bowl. So like, I was trying to like move my dick to the side so I could still pee whilst I was pooing as well. But I was like struggling. I was like, oh no, and I ended up just pissing all up myself because I couldn't take. I didn't want to take the bandages off.
Yeah. That's pretty. What's your most shameful moment?
It's way more sharing than I ever thought I would do.
I like it,
That's a
man.
great
That's
one.
what people. We always seem to get it out of people, don't we?
Yeah. We just
With
asked.
no pressure whatsoever. I was just like, all right then.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that was awful. And then like, I had to have a bath, and I was so nervous. I was like holding.
So what happened when they done the operation and they went, oh, you didn't actually need that?
Oh well, it was after like, so I was getting this problem where it turned out to be a hernia that I
Right.
had, but I didn't realize. But some of the fluid was going into one of my balls, and like making it swell up. And it was really sore, and I couldn't move, and I just had to lie for ages. So then I got it after the operation, and they're like, oh well, I guess it wasn't torsion. I was like, so you were just doing that for like we'll see.
See what happens.
Give
Yeah.
this a go.
Yeah.
I just want to see Gareth Waugh's balls.
Yeah.
That was the
Get
first.
him in here.
Yeah, that was the first time I had morphine though, and it was class.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Never had
so much
morphine?
fun.
I've never had it, but Adele, shout out Adele, she's just had an operation, and she tweeted saying, Dean, you need to get on this morphine. It's fucking sound
It's
like.
so good.
What was it
When they were
like?
wheeling me from the like theatre to the ward, I was just laughing my head off, and they were like, "What are you laughing at?" And I was like, in my head, they were like taxi drivers wheeling me back, and I was like, "Been working late tonight? Been busy?" I was just giving them all that patter, and they
That's
were just
so
like,
good.
"Oh my god!"
If anyone can sort us out any morphine, we
Yeah,
love it.
it was.
Alex
pretty great.
Maureen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's got
He's always
loads.
on it. He sips it.
He's got loads.
Sips it.
Yeah. He's got.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff wrong with him. So like,
Alright.
he's waiting for like a double lung transplant and shit. Like
Oh,
that.
okay. I thought you just meant like he was a bit mad.
no, he just
He's got a
loves
lot of
morphine.
problems, this guy.
No,
We've all
yeah.
said we're going to pitch in
Ah,
for,
right.
for
Yeah.
a lung for, and we're all going to do whip round.
Oh yeah.
So,
Naked
and,
attraction and a lung.
Oh yeah. That's what we could do. We could do naked attraction.
Yeah.
They think they're coming
Yeah.
to get like a date, but we're actually going to harvest.
Like,
their
how long
organs.
can you hold your breath for?
Yeah. It's a crossover.
What's
Sure.
your favourite type of swimming stroke?
Yeah. But Alex, he's also got like some kind of immune disorder. So even if he gets the lung transplant, his body probably reject it,
All right.
which
Yeah, really?
is sorry
He
to.
does stand up though. Is that funny? Like,
Oh yeah. I'm jealous. Well, must be loads of material. Must be like
Yeah,
a-
last time we saw him, he went up and was just like, "I've got a nappy on."
got a fucking nappy on.
yeah.
Like he always says, he says that he sounds like Paul O'Grady.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
right.
does a
I'm
little
not
bit.
saying that because everyone will be like, "Oh, you've been fucking homophobic or something."
No, he says that, and
yeah.
then he just talks about like, shitting out. No, sorry, bleeding out my ass.
Yeah,
and
just
stuff.
like proper. Yeah.
Just very, very nonchalant about it, innit?
But he sits there, he's just got a little morphine every now and then, just sipping it, and he's like, "Oh, do you want some?" I'm like, "No, mate, I'll be fucking on my ass." Like,
yeah.
he
I
just-
mean, yeah, it's good. Like,
yeah.
but
I
like,
do
yeah, I
love
was glad I was lying down and there was doctors around. But I was like, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, he's in a
Yeah.
very safe environment, at least to
Yeah,
do drugs,
yeah.
innit?
Yeah. Is that have you had any other operations, or are you accident prone?
I think
Or
that's it. Yeah, I'm
That's
quite
it?
accident. I was accident prone. I broke loads of bones before, but that's the only
How
operation
many
I've
have
had.
you broke?
and why?
Broken 2 in my foot, my ankle, my thumb. My thumb's one of them's still a bit bigger than the other.
All different accidents, or
No,
one
no.
big accident?
Or one fight. no, it's different accidents. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
What else? My nose. My nose I broke during my first kiss.
What? No.
Did you take a run up or something?
Yeah. I was very vigorous. no, it was directly
non-consenting?
after.
Yeah, not consenting.
What?
It was directly after. I was at a sleepover. And
If the
like,
kiss was that bad, she just clocked you on.
no. Kiss was, I mean, it was bad kiss, but like, that wasn't what happened. we did like I think it was spin the bottle or dares or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you had to stand up in front of everyone and kiss them. And I kissed this girl, and I was like walking back to my mates, and one of them like stuck their foot out and tripped me up, and I fell and hit my nose off the corner of a coffee table.
Oh, fuck.
Like the girl's mum and dad came down and like, what's been going on? And I'm like lying bleeding, and they were both doctors, and they made me sleep in a separate room. So I
Yeah.
got kicked out the sleepover.
All with an erection because you just had your first kiss.
Yeah,
How old was she then?
like 12,
12.
maybe
Wow.
13.
And
That
First
is
year at
horrific.
school.
I used to hate all that, like spin the bottle and all that.
I hate
used
it,
to-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Para. I'd be like, I don't want to. I don't
Yeah.
want to kiss no girls.
No, but the worst was when the bottle would land on you and you'd see the disappointment in the face of the boy.
Yeah.
That is like that
was worse
is
than
not
the nose
nice
break
being
for
a
sure,
kid.
Yeah. She did not enjoy it.
Like like the
There's I seen a funny video on Twitter the other day, and it was like
only
people
happened last
playing-
week.
people playing spin the bottle, and it lands on someone, and the lad like points it. Have you seen it? And the girl goes, and he goes, "Come on, Jessica." It landed on you, and she's just like, I don't know.
I have to put that
Dead
in.
funny, yeah. I'll put it in.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
hilarious.
Dead funny. Oh, I'm glad I'm not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
Don't. It is so fucking
It's so
brutal.
good being an adult and
Thing
like.
is, though, I still carried that into being an adult, though. Like when we first went out, like it took us ages
Oh,
to
it took
kiss.
us ages to kiss, yeah.
You're messing.
No. Oh, sorry, that's me. Got
Damn to
Parkinson's.
Time to kiss Amy.
Smoochie. Just a daily kiss and alarm there. Keeps the flame alive. No, I was like proper para because like I don't know whether it is like just scared of like it not happening or whatever. But it just took me
So
ages.
how long was it? Like before you kissed?
But it was hours.
Oh, I mean, like we weren't going on loads of dates before we kissed. I just
No.
meant,
That's
like,
what I thought you meant. I
No,
thought,
sorry.
First bit, like the first
I
kiss.
thought
And our
you had
friends
been
was
like
watching.
going out for like
no, sorry. It was
2
like
months.
Yeah.
it was like we've been out.
Where are we?
We've been out like all
Maybe
day.
he's a Mormon.
He's saving his mouth for his marriage.
Yeah, no, we've been out like all day. But it was obvious that it was going to happen at some point.
Right.
But it was just like I was like, "Well, when did you do it?" Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm just dead awkward, me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know when. So, right, we're on, like now. Or,
And
what? No, I
I'd
don't know.
only
Like,
been out with one person before Dean as well. And so I liked Dean. And I was like, the fact that he liked me, I was amazed by that. Like, I couldn't believe that you can like someone and get them. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that was my first experience of that. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe.
Yeah. When
To
I
be-
was
to
a
be fair, I
teenager,
get
was
that.
Like, yeah. When I was a teenager,
yeah.
that was like, folk would be like,
We
what's your
weren't
thing? And I'd be like,
teenagers,
whenever anyone likes me.
I still do it now.
Yeah. If anybody fancies me, that's hot to me.
I genuinely have to remind myself sometimes that
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you don't actually like them, Kay.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, but they like me.
yeah, it's
Mm.
weird, isn't it? We're all just like
It is weird.
grown up teenagers, innit? Like,
We're just big babies.
yeah.
Proper.
Big babies with responsibilities.
Like one thing I always hear like older people saying is like, "Oh, I still feel like 18 in my head," and that. And
Yeah.
like, oh, that must be mad, innit? Like,
I did
being
that. That was the
60
start
odd.
of my show this year. It was all about like not wanting to grow up and stuff. And I would
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
some like an old guy in the front, like, always like, how old do you feel in your head? And it was always 19, 20.
Yeah,
And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
fucking terrifying, man.
like that's when your brain like stopped developing,
yeah.
type of thing, and you just stayed there.
So I'm gonna
like,
be you, but still this. That's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you're just gonna be grown up one day.
yeah,
And it's because I've got the kids coming along. That's why I'm like, when am I going to feel like a grown
Yeah.
up and a dad or whatever?
yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
instead of just like, please don't look at me when we're kissing. Don't trip me up, please.
Don't break my nose again.
Yeah, but your body hurts as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, stuff
think
just
I
starts
wouldn't-
hurting, innit? You
I
go, well,
wouldn't
this
trade the
hurts forever now.
self-awareness, I don't
Like,
think.
You what?
Like, I wouldn't trade the self-awareness that comes with growing
No.
up. Like,
Oh,
I don't
God.
think I could.
yeah, right.
The novelty of being young, the lack of responsibilities and all that, and the, you know.
Okay, you end up like a very smart teenager.
If I could go back,
Like someone who's
As
been put up a set
now.
to do the
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
levels early or something. That's where you get
Yeah.
when you're 60. You're like, oh.
if I could go back, but with my head now,
Yeah.
I
But
could
folk
rule the
always say
world.
that, right? But then you would be that weird kid that gets moved up the classes too quick, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you'd like be so
Yeah.
different
just-
from all the young people. They'd be like, "Okay, it's a weirdo."
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Stewie
He's like
Griffin or
confident
something.
weird guy.
Yeah.
I just do
I'll
less
tell you what it
stupid
is.
shit.
Oh, shut up. You're younger than us.
Yeah, that's mad. I need a wee.
Go ahead. We've done
Sorry,
the
have a
little
little
48
break.
there. Yeah, we'll have a little break. Nice one. Feel Supreme.
We contacted these guys ourselves because we wanted to be sponsored by a brand that we genuinely believed in.
If you want to improve your sleep, digestion, relieve stress, everything you want for an easier life, you need to get on Feel Supreme.
We started using the Lion's Mane tincture, which was winner of the best supplement award in the UK. We put it in our coffee in the morning and it helps with memory and focus. Studies show that Lion's Mane stimulates the growth of brain cells and helps to protect against disease such as Alzheimer's. And it's the easiest way to do it. Just put it in your coffee in the morning.
Lovely. Tastes nice.
Done.
Flying.
Wash.
Have you ever heard of nicotinamide riboside?
What's that, dear?
Riboside, motherfucker. Neither had we.
We hadn't heard of it either. You need to look it up because apparently it's a natural anti-aging supplement. Widely studied health benefits that you can use to treat cardiovascular, neurodegenerative and metabolic disorders.
Who doesn't want to deal with the metabolic and neurodegenerative
And
disorders?
cardiovasculars.
I do.
They've got loads of stuff. They've got CMOS, they've got hemp protein, stuff for your brain, stuff for your gut, stuff you've never heard about. But once you read up on it, you'll be like, why have I not heard of this? And why isn't it taught in schools?
Ashwagandha.
Shilajit.
All this stuff is good for you.
We're not just making up words. These are actual things that you need to know about.
They make you feel supreme.
TMHC 15.
For 15% off, you feel 15% more supreme
Yeah.
with 15% off TMHC 15.
Feel supreme.
Go get your brain stronger.
We'll get some Riverside.
Feel supreme.
Hello. If you're enjoying this episode, give it a little like, a thumbs up. Is that the same thing? I think it's the same thing. Give us a comment. Show us some love and appreciation. Don't make this a toxic one-way relationship.
Nobody likes that. All you need to do, little comments in the comment section to help our algorithm. Give us a little follow on social medias, the Mild High Club UK, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all them. If you're liking what we're doing, see it online. Give us a little share.
We do get like suppressed on TikTok and stuff, so sometimes we can't post stuff on TikTok. So follow us on all social medias to make sure you're never missing a clip. Hit the ding dong bell.
Wherever that is. Drop a comment down in the little comments for us. Let people know you're here. Joining the club and that. Support us. Love yous. Back to the episode.
Love you, bye.
Ta. We're back. It's talking about mushrooms. So what?
2 big old mushrooms. I'm sorry, I'm giddy now. We was talking about gigs. Or was it mushrooms? Was we talking about mushrooms?
Just trying to find Gareth's proudest moment. I don't know what you're on
Proudest
about.
moment.
It
And
was
how
not
was
a
the
minute ago.
And how was the
Proudest
fringe?
moment? I don't really know.
Maybe it's
What's like your
Maybe
biggest
it's
gig?
in
you feel
December.
Well,
you've done?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I did this gig maybe 8 years ago. I won the competition and I got to play at the Playhouse in Edinburgh. I got 5 minutes, which was 3,054 people.
Yeah.
It was mad. It was
Yeah,
massive.
yeah,
And my phone died whilst I was there.
yeah.
And I like left. It was during the festival and I was like buzzed. I was like, oh man, that's what it's meant to be like. So I went, I'll just go to the artist bar. There'll be somebody there that I know and I'll have a beer with them. And I went and I didn't see anyone. So I just had one beer by myself and left.
Ah.
So I went from like the highest I think I've ever been to like, all right, I'm going home.
Isn't that just like stand-up comedy in a nutshell?
the
Yeah.
roller
Like,
coaster.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you do gigs and then you're just in the car on the way home, just like, that was weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's people like screaming, laughing and that, and then you just get out and go, see you later, everyone.
Yeah.
Silence, and you're like,
Yeah.
Stop at a wee service
Weird.
station. Ginsters, please.
yeah.
Who's your favourite comedy pal?
Comedy pal, like my
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Daniel Sloss.
Yes. As long as it keeps booking me to open, yes. Yeah, probably Daniel. Mostly lads. It's just quite sad.
So you're
A
saying
lads WhatsApp
you had
group.
you did the game night with Daniel. What's that like? Did they get heated?
Board games?
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
It's pretty casual.
I feel
these
like they
board
get
games.
heated, but I don't know.
We're
why.
not playing like Monopoly. We're playing
Right.
like far sadder games.
Oh, okay. Like what?
But Daniel's good
Dungeons and
because
Dragons and that.
we do play D&D a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have
Okay.
done in the past.
I mean, to be honest, that sounds fantastic. I'd love to. Have
We
a
want to
go.
go LARPing.
Oh man, it's
Do you want
so
to come
much fun.
LARPing with
What's
us?
LARPing?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's like live action role play
It's
where we
Dungeons and Dragons
Oh,
in real
but
life.
live.
yeah.
I love the way you
There's
say
people
that.
that do that near me.
LARPing.
Laugh.
Ah, right. I didn't know that was what it was. I walked my dog and seen some people dressed up as knights and that. And I was like,
Yeah.
morning.
What is
Have
that
fun.
beast?
yeah, yeah.
It's a cockapoo.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. I don't know. I think it was probably the saddest thing I think Daniel's ever said to me was there's no reason for us not to have a weekly board game night. And then we started having one. We've got a little board game group
Sounds
chat.
good though.
You know what?
Sounds
Whatever gets you off. Whatever gets you.
We're very
kicks.
sad. We've started golfing and everything. We're
Yeah,
Oh, that is
dads
sad.
now. Dad
Yeah.
stuff.
That's it. Leaning into it, man.
You are prepping to be a dad already.
Yeah.
Love it.
I was trying to get dressed the other day. I think I was going out and I put on like some clothes and I went, oh no, this is like what a dad would wear. I went through to my girlfriend and I went, am I dressed like a dad? And she was like, yeah.
You've got a cardigan on.
Glasses
You
on the
got
bridge of my
Crocs?
nose.
Yeah.
Crocs, yeah. Crocs and socks. And a
Crocs,
pipe.
Crocs are popular now.
I can't
I
believe it.
refuse.
I'm
Mad,
not-
innit?
I'm not
They're like
getting into it.
fucking Supreme
I
Crocs
fell
and everything.
into.
They're meant to be so comfortable.
But right, everyone says this.
Are they? Yeah.
But how comfy we talking? They can't like.
Really comfy.
Doesn't matter. Like shoes are comfy anyway.
Surely
They
there's
look like gardening furniture.
I know.
surely
but
there's
they're
a
really
less,
comfy.
a slightly less comfy shoe that's more stylish than a Croc.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
not
I
being
don't wear them
funny.
out. I wear them around the house.
How?
Oh, okay, that's
And then
alright
maybe sometimes
I do
when I go
loads
to
of
the
things
shop.
in the house that I wouldn't do outside. That's fine.
But
It's
yeah,
the things you do outside the house that people
yeah.
judge you
the
for.
furthest I've gone is the Sainsbury's around the corner from mine.
And your
That's
Crocs?
the furthest I've gone.
What colour are they?
They're like multicolored.
What type
Look
of
at me,
multicolours
Crocs.
though?
Like it's like so it's like the
Does
white.
it look like a WhatsApp? Oh, okay.
No, like the white, but they've got like different colour like lines on them.
Oh,
They're
the black,
really
like black
nice.
ones.
No.
Black
You
lines.
said the wife.
No, white,
Multicoloured
black
lines.
lines. Oh, I've seen some that are like marble.
You've
Like
gained a
marble
bit
Oh,
ones.
confidence speaking about them there. Like you started being like, oh, they've got nice lines. But
They're
when I asked what
beautiful.
colour they were, you went, oh. There was the initial shame and then you warmed into it.
I just,
I
yeah.
just I sit watching old episodes of Geordie Show with my Crocs on. And I wonder why I'm single.
We'll get you some fellas, Kay. We're going to do naked attraction. It's going to be boss.
Yeah, apply for the Wangs out.
What's the email? The Mild High
Mild
Club UK.
High Club UK.
Are you going to do just a lads one or are you going to do like
gmail.com.
a girls one as well? For
What
like
do
The
you
girls
want
one, I'll be like
single
that.
person.
Yeah, look
Do you-
away.
Not for me.
Do you want? Oh, okay, not for you.
No,
oh,
no,
well,
not for
who
me.
for then?
I don't know. For
Callum?
Does anyone? I would love to watch Callum Oakley.
Look at a fanny.
I would
Imagine
genuinely.
Callum's. You know
that
Callum, don't you?
sounds unbelievable.
Come on, guys and girls.
Yeah.
Watch Callum Oakley
Giggling.
squirm to fuck.
Giggling, looking at fannies. That's what it's going to be. He's going to be going, hee.
He's gonna go to bits.
Yeah, gonna
Yeah,
be
let's
hilarious.
make it happen, guys. Let's make it
do
happen.
that. So you go Edinburgh this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I live there, so I feel like I
I
got
seen
it.
you were you photoshopping everybody's posters with your face on?
Yeah. Yeah, I did that. So, basically, yeah, took folks' posters and put my head on and went, thanks to such and such for the poster design.
Yeah.
Really pleased with how it turned out. So it was the same caption every day, and I kept putting it up. And then I did a gig before the festival, and some guy was like, "How many shows are you doing at the Fringe?" I went, "What do you mean?" He was like, "I see all the posters." I went, "Oh, yeah, I'm doing 6. I think was up at the time."
Yeah.
And then he was going away to other gigs. He was like, "You know, Gareth Waugh's doing 6 different shows at the Fringe," and like in some of them, I've got tits. Like, I'm like, I thought it was dead of it, and they're not good photoshops either.
Oh, yeah, it's just your head bang
Yeah.
over the top, innit? Like,
But like I was doing them. My plan was to do them every day in the festival, but then I was getting like 5 likes, and I was like, "This is too
Not
much
worth
work
it,
for
yeah.
this year," so I just
Yeah.
ditched it.
Mm.
But like
That's
every
fair.
time I bumped into folk at the Fringe, they're like, "Oh, I love that thing you're doing." I
Yeah.
went, "No, you don't. Nobody
like
did."
it. Yeah, I
You
love
like
it. I
it,
don't
yeah.
like it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to put my name to
opposite,
that.
innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the thumbs up.
Yeah. So did you have a good fringe? Or?
Great,
Yeah.
so much fun.
We
It was
need to
weird.
go up
Everyone
there.
said they had a bad mental health time, and I think that was the vibe from everyone by the end.
Okay.
Oh,
I
really?
think it was It
Is that
felt
the
tough.
shows as well? A lot of people leaning on mental health for the shows. So you think like everyone goes to see a comedy show and they all leave bummed out because everybody's
Yeah.
talking about mental health maybe
I don't
as
know.
well. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Maybe a little bit of that, but I think everyone just like from going from not having it for 3 years and then jumping into it. I think
Yeah.
everyone just forgot how much
so
it takes.
did you
out
do
of you.
last year as well?
Yeah,
So what
Not a
was,
solo
what was the
show.
difference in like that year after the pandemic?
it
and
wasn't a
then
real
this year?
year. There was like no shows. There was no like big like none of the usual venues were there.
Yeah.
So you were walking around, and it sort of felt like it, but not really. And every show sold out. I didn't have a single poster or flyer last year.
Yeah.
Folk were just because there was no competition. So everyone
Right.
came to
Yeah.
see stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was all British people, which was yuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Hate
you'd
those
be like
guys.
anybody from
Down.
overseas?
Yeah.
Nah, just
No.
folk that would normally go
Oh,
to
yeah, 'cause no one
Pontins.
could fly in and shit like
Yeah,
that. innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it was fine, and then like
yeah.
the first like week was still reduced capacity, so it was like half numbers and stuff. It was a weird vibe.
So then did this year feel a bit more like the old Fringe,
Yeah.
did it?
Yeah, for
Just
sure.
Fully back to normal.
Yeah, it was
or-
class.
But
Although it was
everyone,
a bit-
everyone knackered because they didn't realise how fucking Because you're a bit
There
like,
was that.
not match fit, are you?
Yeah,
if
yeah.
If you used to go into Edinburgh every year, your body sort of get used to like, right, we'll do a month of shows, 30, 40 shows, whatever.
Just like the mental aspect of all of it, like worrying about tickets every day,
Yeah.
worrying about reviews, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then like, because you're doing your show and you get like all the adrenaline, and then you come down slowly, and then you'll do another spot and you get the adrenaline again.
Yeah.
And just like your body's on a roller coaster.
Right.
Do you think Edinburgh Fringe has had its heyday, and maybe there may be other means of comedy festivaling?
Well, like nobody's like made a career out of Edinburgh for years.
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Like that's never happened. But I
Yeah.
think it's still always going to be there and like
What
how
it
it was.
is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think it's going to slowly run out of like working class acts that can
That's
afford
it's
to
very
do it?
expensive.
They say that every year though.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst thing is the accommodation. Like, that's the thing that takes up
Yeah.
everyone's money. But they've now banned like Airbnbs. Like you've got to have a landlord license to have them now in Edinburgh.
Okay.
So you're not going
Ah.
to get shafted quite as much.
So you can't go. Is like caps on the prices? Is there now?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's a bit better. At
So
least,
they
innit?
need to introduce a few more things to make
Yeah.
it viable, but
Yeah.
they're slowly getting there.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool. Then,
because that's the reason we couldn't go up as it, just because it was like
Yeah.
we couldn't afford
Yeah,
the
It's just a
accommodation.
shame for it to end up like going like a corporate way type
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And it'd be boss if you could sort of go back a bit to be able to get more working class
yeah,
and
for
more
sure.
like diversity up at there. Like
I'd love a Liverpool Fringe.
That'd be
That'd be
amazing.
so
wouldn't
good.
it?
Yeah, scouse it up.
That's what we should
probably be
do.
stabbings and that. Yeah,
Yeah,
just not the right crowds around here
It's
sometimes.
just John
innit?
Eds. Just
Yeah,
absolute
yeah.
John Eds.
Yeah.
Think on the Creamfields.
you was a Skull, weren't you?
Yeah.
Still got Skull mates.
Not really.
Oh, I was just wondering if skulls have different names now.
What,
John
what's
Eds. I'd just
scalps?
say John
It's
Eds.
like a chav.
Yeah, like,
Alright.
like John Eds.
John Eds. Is it
Yeah.
not changed since John
I
Eds?
don't think so.
Okay.
No. I mean, when I was younger.
What do you call them in Scotland?
Neds.
Neds.
Ned.
What's this?
Wonders.
It's short for something, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
Naughty.
Evil. Delinquents.
Delinquents is right.
Delinquents.
Yeah, yeah.
Skulls, I think,
What
from
is it?
Scallywags.
Okay, so it actually is like an acronym for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last word's delinquents.
Yeah. This is the best game show ever.
And it's NED.
Yeah.
E.
It's actually a.
No.
Is it location based?
I would say it's like quite classist probably as well.
Okay.
Non-educated delinquents.
You've just. I wasn't got there.
Sorry,
No, you ain't getting
I wasn't got there.
non-educated.
Yeah,
Very
I would have done
aware of
because I am
the
educated.
Pregnant pauses. I got nervous. I was like, I'll just tell you. But when you said John Eds, I was like, oh, that sounds like, oh, we've got our Neds and you've got John Eds.
John Neds. Yeah, yeah. Do you know why they
John
call it
Neds.
John Eds? I thought it was to do with St. John's.
I thought
and
it
it
was.
had nothing to do with that, apparently.
Actually, so John Heads. I don't know. Actually.
They just all call it John.
Yeah, they're all just called John.
They've all got heads.
Yeah.
John Eds.
I
Right.
don't know. I think John Heads. Yeah, no, I don't know why they're called that, but
We
you know what one is.
Was you more of a Ned or a
Like an indie
Goth
kid or
or-
a
I was
mosher.
like, I flitted between,
Yeah.
really. Like, I wouldn't say it was like the Ned, but like a lot of my mates listened to, they would wear like all the baggy clothes and have the wallet chains and that.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
listen to Sum 41.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas, like,
yes?
but I would listen to like dance music and dress
I was the
like
same.
a Ned.
Okay.
I like went from like a scally into a mosher skater.
I think you start off Skull just because of where you grow up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Skull territory in it,
Fitting
and
in,
then
right, yeah.
and then you either like have an emotional imbalance and become a goth or something like that.
Or you find musical theatre like me and I
Yeah.
was existential
Oh, yeah.
crisis. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
loads of times I'd be walking about with my mates in corn hoodies and I'm in like Adidas tracksuit.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
yeah.
Why is he with them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had some of them in our little.
I've become a bit
mosher
of
I was like
a-
Switzerland, so I was just neutral.
I'm not picking sides.
Yeah. What was your schooling experience like up in Scotland?
All right.
Have you always lived in Scotland?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
just
Right.
outside Edinburgh, I grew up. I grew up
Okay.
in like a little village for primary school, and then went to like a bigger town for high school.
Okay. And it's really small though.
Village is small,
Yeah.
but it's quite a famous village.
Is it?
It's
What
where Dolly the sheep was cloned.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh.
It's where they filmed the Da Vinci Code.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Got a photo of Tom Hanks. And
Wow.
then he took out his camera and went, "I'm going to take a photo of you taking a photo of me." And I was like, All right.
What?
You met Tom Hanks?
Well, that
Took a
was
picture
our
of
whole
Tom Hanks.
interaction there.
Was he
No way.
lovely?
Yeah.
So,
So
wait,
Tom
wait,
Hanks has got a picture of you on his phone.
Tom
Well, he
Hanks
had
got
a big
picture-
camera.
Or he's got a picture of you
He's
somewhere
got,
then.
yeah, in a dark room.
Yeah. I wonder if he's got pictures everywhere of people
Yeah.
who's took pictures of him. Like, I got that.
That's his thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Gets
He's a
off.
woman.
Loves
yeah.
it.
Ooh,
Loves it.
weird.
Love Tom Hanks.
That is
Yeah.
weird.
That was when Tom Hanks was like you know how like you use Fredos to check like the inflation.
Yeah.
When Tom Hanks got COVID, I think that's when everyone took it serious.
Yeah,
definitely.
man.
We all
Yeah.
went, oh,
Oh,
So,
shit, here we go,
no.
yeah. 'Cause it's like, because they always say like, oh, the elites and that, the elites have got like cures for cancers and all that.
yeah.
But then, like you say, as soon as one gets cancer, you're like, maybe they
maybe
don't.
not.
Like, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just compared Tom Hanks to Fredo, didn't I?
Somehow, yeah.
To be
Unit
fair,
of
I enjoy
measurement.
both of them.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like, you know.
Both
Yeah.
together, forget about it.
Oh, wowza.
I had a Fredo
Wowza
last
Rooney.
night, 25p they are now.
25p.
Honestly, the whales come to shit. 25p
Wow.
for
But I didn't pay for it because it was in a green room, so
Oh,
I saved
Balling.
25p.
You are the elite.
the elite don't have
Love
cancer
Fredos.
cures, but they do have free Fredos back.
yeah.
I can't
Freddo.
like. Isn't it mad how the wealthier you get, the more free stuff you get?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
mad, isn't it? So
very
you
upsetting.
work so hard to make the money and that become whatever, and then everyone goes, yeah, there's everything for free. You're like, I could have used this fucking years ago when I,
I
was
know,
on my
yeah.
ass, like
What's the best thing you've ever got for free?
these drugs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
yeah, we get sent weekly drugs from Green Angel.
I
That's
don't know
amazing.
what's the best
Sometimes
thing
it's
I've had for
candy
free.
floss.
Candy
I remember-
floss?
I
Yeah.
remember getting a GameCube, and I know it doesn't sound like much, but at the time,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Like I loved it. Do you get
What's
what I
a
mean?
GameCube?
It's a games console. It was
Game
Nintendo's
Boy?
like, yeah, but it was
Yeah,
like
but a cube
Nintendo's
version.
PlayStation.
Right, okay.
This might sound stupid, but was it actually a
It was a
cube?
cube, yeah.
Yeah.
And the discs were this big. Everyone else's discs were like CD size. These were like mini discs. It was weird.
That sounds quite fun.
But it was like it was one of my first like games consoles when everyone had like PS2s and Xboxes
yeah.
and that. I got my cousin's old GameCube and I was like, fucking is right here. So I fucking loved it.
Aw.
So that was like, it's weird that seems like one of the best things I ever got for free.
Yeah.
And I've probably got something well better than that. And I've
Yeah.
just been like, oh, nice one.
It sounds like you just got a gift as well. I was thinking more like, you know,
Free. Given a pony.
a pony.
Yeah.
You got a free pony.
A free pony.
Yeah, but when you say free, like I didn't pay for it, but I did
In other
go
ways.
mentally insane. Yeah.
Right.
So
Because of the pony. Or they got you a
because
pony
of the man who
because...
gave me the pony.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Piece that together how well.
Ask away if you want.
I'm an open book. But and another time, when we went to China, when we got taken to a bear rescue,
Yeah.
and we got to sit in a bear
Oh,
operation
yeah.
and cut the bear's claws and check its pulse through its tongue. We didn't pay for that. That was a nice gift.
That is good.
Yeah, all because I wrote a poem.
Oh, yeah.
Poem about bears.
It was, yeah.
Thank God.
I know.
I like
That
your
should
Daniel
be
poem, yeah.
Come see me bears, yeah.
Not again.
For free?
I really like that you think that I am at a point where I will get things for free.
No, but
That's nice.
I was about fucking 15 when I got a GameCube.
Yeah,
I
I
was
like stuff like that. Oh,
I was
do you
like
know what?
13 when I got my pony.
Yeah.
When I was younger, my mum kicked me out because so my mum took my phone off me because
What
I'd gone
did you
over
do? Oh,
and my
okay.
kids and so what I did was I stole the SIM card back and put it in her old phone because I wanted to go and see my boyfriend at the time.
Right.
You know, because he also didn't have a phone because he was unemployed and a knobhead. And so,
How did you contact him via phone then?
oh no, sorry, he'd had a phone but he had no credit.
Oh, right.
So I had to ring him.
Yeah.
You know.
Like it. I like the detective.
Yeah.
Hang on, this story doesn't check.
But so when my mum found out, she kicked me out, so I had to go stay with my dad. And but I didn't have a phone, and my dad lives in Chester.
Right.
So my stepmum went out and got me an iPhone.
Oh,
And I had an iPhone, and
being
I remember,
naughty as
I
well.
remember going into school, and it was when iPhones were like, they were quite new, really,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
I'd never really got anything like that because
Yeah.
they had money, we didn't. And I remember bouncing in school and being like, anyone want to take a selfie? My mum went fucking nuts.
That's like such like not a good punishment, really.
no,
is
it
it?
wasn't.
Like, oh, she's-
Stepmother guilt is
Yeah.
fucking class at it.
Yeah.
Don't take me phone off me. I went over my credit like a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
the punishment did not fit the crime. I'm glad I got an iPhone.
You got an iPhone.
I know,
That's
yeah.
what I mean.
I
Just
know,
be
yeah.
naughty more often, then,
Exactly,
wouldn't you?
exactly.
Wait for
Kids,
stuff to happen.
just be dead
Yeah.
naughty.
Did you have one? A present?
A free thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to think.
A free thing.
The whole time when you were telling stories,
I
was
don't
not
even know how
listening.
we
I was
got
like,
onto
come
it
up with a
now.
free because you said you got a free Freddo backstage.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Look how that escalated. Fredo.
Yeah. I worked for Samsung
Boner.
for a bit, and they used to give you the phone every time it came out.
Oh,
to,
sick.
like train
Shut
people.
up,
I used to get
cool.
Yeah.
Levi's. Remember all them?
Oh, yeah.
There's so many Levi's.
So I got every season, I think I got £400 worth of new range Levi's
Oh,
clothes.
that's great.
I've seen
Sick
so many
wardrobe
shows
now.
for free
Yeah.
because of working in.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
Oh, it's
seen so
never
many
lost on me
shows for
that.
free.
I'm like, this is class.
Yeah. Like
I used to
working in the
I used to
theatre.
exchange tattoos for stuff
Yeah.
all the time, like proper like like old back in
Old
the day.
bartering.
Yeah, just go. Hey, do you want a tattoo? Yeah, I need this, so I'll tattoo
Yeah.
you for that, and then you do that for me, and then I used to do
Okay.
that all
I've done
the
that with
time.
theatre tickets and like free drinks
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
I got my eyebrows done for like ages for free because whenever my eyebrow girl would come in the theatre, I'd sort out drinks on.
Yeah. I
Lovely.
love that.
Well, I mean, they weren't my drinks, but you
Yeah.
know, it worked.
Drugs? You got them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
free
There we
drugs.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey!
Forgot about that.
It
Yeah.
is right.
Happened half an hour ago. And I'm like, nah, nothing.
Nothing
uh,
worth noting.
nah.
Have you had any really scary experiences? What's the scariest thing?
Oh yeah, let's talk Halloween because we're gonna
Oh,
make
yeah.
this the Halloween episode now.
Ooh.
I used to go on ghost hunts with old ladies.
With old ladies?
Yeah.
Were they old ladies or were they ghosts?
Well, they were like middle-aged women.
Were they
Oh,
dead?
okay.
They were dead to me.
Okay, cool. Sounds.
Yeah. They were all menopausal, so I was not interested.
Why did you go on ghost hunts with them?
Well, my mum loves psychics and always goes to psychics and
Right.
used to get tarot readings. And she got me one when I was about 15. And
Yeah.
the psychic was like, you've got to be 16 to get one. She was like, please give me someone. And the psychic gave me one and said that I had the gift. So
Of
I
the
started
gab?
going to the spiritualist church on a Sunday and they would do like John Edwards live readings and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, Gareth, would you like to come on ghost hunts with us? So I did for for a while.
A while?
Yeah.
Did you ever see any?
No, one
ghosts?
guy once got possessed.
That's
I
so
don't,
random,
I don't
by the way.
believe that he
So
got
you-
possessed.
That's
Fucking
so
random.
random.
So you've got the gift and never seen a ghost, which makes
No.
me realise
We
that
did table
ghosts
tilting
aren't
and
real.
that, and one time I got the name, like you say a name and if it really rocks, you get.
Yeah.
They're like, that's a yes. And I was 16 and I said some name, and they were like, it rocked, and they were like, good, Gareth, well done. I was like their little prodigy.
No way.
I was 16. I had like pierced ears, like fake diamonds, and like
Did you have
loved
like
it.
posters of Derek Corder and that in the
Yeah, yeah.
bedroom?
Yeah, just loved all that.
Uh,
And then yeah, when that guy got possessed, I don't think he did. That's when I went, fucking, this is nonsense. That guy's
right,
at it.
yeah. Or were you just scared? Little scaredy cat.
Tits have terrified me. I was like, I don't want to be possessed.
Yeah.
That's mad. So,
Yeah.
so all that stuff, you've never seen anything scary. So,
Nah.
have you ever seen anything? If I feel like it's
No.
not going to happen at home, is it? If you go into like,
You'd see like things moving and that, but
Right.
like never an actual ghost.
Do
Are you a
do believe
believer?
in it? Yeah.
Not really.
Not a non-believer.
I,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like for ages I didn't, and then I don't know what's happened. I think watching a few scary TikToks lately, I'm like,
Oh.
I'll maybe run to my bed and stuff a wee bit when I turn off the big light.
Yeah.
I just like,
Have you?
I'm weird with it, me. I'm just like so not asked by stuff. Like we were
Yeah.
playing Resident Evil 7 or something the other
Yeah.
day, and like I was just walking through the game, just like, fuck this.
No boy,
No, nah,
I
I
was
just
terrified.
I'm more worried about like real life stuff. Do you know what I mean? So if someone breaks into my house, I'd be scared of that.
Right.
But I'm not scared of like a ghost.
Playing a
that might,
game.
Like, try
Oh, look, there's a tax bill. Ah!
yeah, shit like that. So I don't know. There's just a
My
part-
girlfriend
I've
says
just
that a lot. She's like
disassociated
more
from
worried
it.
about like people breaking in.
Yeah, because like the
Yeah.
scariest
Like-
film I think I've ever seen is Eden Lake,
Right.
and that's not a. It's more of a thriller than a horror film, but it's like that could happen.
Yeah.
Something. Whereas like you watch like
Yeah, the stuff
fucking-
that couldn't happen scares me the most. Like if there was a
Yeah.
wee girl crawling along my ceiling, that would be awful.
That would be awful.
Yeah. That is the way to
Oh,
describe
but
it. Awful.
Strangers, is that what it's called? That film's
See, that one
terrifying.
feels well real, doesn't
'Cause
it?
it is a real story.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's just where they have masks and they
Come to
broke
the
in and they
house.
just stab you.
Oh, right.
But it's just they're in the house and they're like
Relax.
knocking, trying to get in and that. So the whole film's like trying to keep them out the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like so, it feels so real.
Yeah.
This is
But
just
yeah.
if someone could just turn up at your house and be like, I'm here to stab your head in. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like
That's what it
yeah,
was.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, which is scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really
That scares
scary.
me more than fucking like possessions and shit like that.
Yeah, because they're in the middle of nowhere as well. So even if you like get into the loft and phone the police,
But he's
Takes
like,
a
yeah, we'll
while.
be there in
There's-
4 hours,
yeah.
ma'am. And you're like, fuck's sake.
yeah, that's
Oh,
bloody scary.
I don't know
That,
why
yeah.
anyone watches this.
Spooky
kind of
ghosts
stuff.
for me.
Yeah. Spooky
Yeah.
ghosts.
Yeah, I don't like them.
We've had a medium on, and my mum got possessed once. Have you had spooky?
And moving on.
That's not. Yeah. What? Your mum got possessed?
Yeah.
I
Apparently.
get sleep paralysis all the time, and the first time I got that, I was like, oh, I've been possessed.
Yeah, I thought so. That happened to me in Australia, and I thought the apartment was haunted, and I was like, "Well, we need to leave the
Yeah.
apartment."
Yeah.
Because it was like a man made of light, and he kept trying to touch my head.
Oh, light's not bad. I always get like a shadowy guy,
Oh yeah.
and it, like sometimes I get choked, like
Yeah.
a little bit. But
Oh, that's
And you're
okay.
like,
Do you
yeah.
like it?
I did that as a bit, and I was
You
fake
goblin.
daddy. When I was there, right?
Yeah.
But then the bit that I tried to make funny because I hadn't heard many people say it before for good reason. If I get sleep paralysis and I'm on my front, sometimes it sometimes feels like they're grabbing my arse a bit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You like it? Hey.
That's awful.
I'm
yeah.
going to sleep on my front tonight.
Yeah. I hope nobody grabs me. And do you know what? This might make it even worse, but if you want to come out of it, you have to wiggle your tongue.
The tongue.
Apparently that's the way out
Alright.
of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can control breathing, so I just breathe loads.
Yeah.
My girlfriend.
See,
wakes me up.
even that for me, like if I'm ever in a scary dream, I go, this is weird. And then I wake up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like if I had a dream the other week, and like I was sat in the living room and I looked out the window, and like a spooky woman come over the gate and like ran towards the window,
There's a man living in our entry.
and I went, this is weird, and then just woke up.
To be fair, you do live in St Helens, so that isn't.
You never
That's
know,
not,
That's-
But
massively
it was like a proper like
unrealistic.
unrealistic, spooky type of
Yeah.
one. But all the time, as soon as something scary happens in my dream, I go, doesn't seem right to me that, and I wake up.
Right.
It's weird. I don't have nightmares anymore because as soon as they start
Very
happening,
logical.
yeah, as
Yeah.
soon as they start happening, I go, this isn't real. And then I
Oh,
wake up, but I want a lucid dream. That's what I want to get to.
yeah.
But every time I realise I'm dreaming, I just wake up. So
But he even does it where he'll realise he's not got tattoos, and he'd be like, "This is a dream."
yeah,
All right.
yeah. I
Dreaming
don't have
no
tattoos
tattoos.
in my dreams. So I go, oh,
My
dreaming,
dreams
and
are
then I
so
wake up. So
realistic.
I can't stay in
Yeah.
it.
All
Mine,
right.
mine are dead boring though. Some of mine, I'm like, I went to work.
Yeah.
Like I got the train,
Dream
but
big,
it was just
babe.
a bit more stressful than usual. Like I got my ticket and I couldn't read what stop was on my ticket, and I'm like, where do I get off? I'm like, I know where to get off. I get off there every day, but then I can't read any of the signs. Do you get what I mean? That's what a dream's like for me.
Did
And I
you
go,
have-
oh, I'm late for work, and then I wake up and go, oh, I've got to go to work now.
Did you ever have any
What's
reoccurring
real?
dreams?
No, I don't think so.
No, reoccurring.
I did. Oh my God, what was it? It wasn't that long ago. But I had a reoccurring dream. The worst was this comedy. This is actually even that funny, but I'll tell you anyway. We're on the subject. My ex-boyfriend, and we were on and off for like 5 years. It was very, very intense. And he was at the Ariana Grande concert with his new girlfriend. And he obviously had messaged me and said that he was okay, but for about 3 months afterwards, I kept having a reoccurring dream that he was dead. Like how horrific is
mad,
that?
isn't
For 3 months, it was like I'd say at least once a week I'd have this horrific dream, and I'd wake up like.
Oh,
It was
no.
mad,
fucking-
isn't it?
it was
It's mad how real you can
horrific.
feel in it
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
when it's
I
just
can-
all in your head. It's weird,
horrible. It's horrible. And I
I
have
when
like
they
really
when they cheat on you in your dream as well, and you wake up and you're fuming.
yeah, constantly all the time. But the worst, like I half prefer that because there's a sense of relief when you wake up. The worst is when you have like a gorgeous dream and you wake
Yeah.
up and it is not real, and
No.
you're still just
Still in
That,
St.
nah, the
Helens.
feeling of it not being real is better though, I think. You know,
like
'cause
the relief.
like if you have a dream and you're on holiday and you wake up and go, oh, I'm not on holiday. But sometimes when like something bad happens in your dream and you wake up
yeah.
and go, thank fuck.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
happening.
prefer that
Yeah,
than
sorry,
I
yeah.
prefer like when I have a gorgeous dream, like, you know, I'm actually living the Kim Kardashian app lifestyle, that, you know what I mean? Like, I've just adopted a baby and I've just got married in Florence and I'm living in my Beverly Hills mansion, and then I wake up and I'm in my flat on Scotty Does.
Yeah.
In my overdraft, like, just...
Do you reckon your
Stars.
dreams, you're like melding with you on another timeline?
That's not bad at all, actually. I hope
Maybe.
And
So.
then,
Nah, I hope not.
I was
My
going to say, I
dreams are
hope
awful.
not, yeah.
Normally, they're
Shite.
mostly bad.
You said that about getting choked out and that, didn't you? Like,
Not
in a
sexual.
What? I was going to
sexual
say,
way.
what?
I got choked out once doing jiu-jitsu,
Right.
but in my head, I'd like carried on.
have you got any fetishes?
Really, really amazing sidestep there, Aim.
Keep going with that. It's more exciting than what I was going to say.
Okay, is that got any fetishes?
I really want to be choked out at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, just getting choked out in jiu-jitsu.
We need to know for the naked attraction.
Oh yeah, you do. You know, any fetishes?
What? Let's list them. There's the one where you're a
Pissing.
horse pissing.
Sorry.
No, thank you. Pissing.
One with your horse, did you say?
Yeah, that's one.
Furries.
Oh, Beatles are back.
Fairies, yeah. Oh, that's staying like that. That was too much effort before. I meant to say if that goes off again, it's staying off because I can't be asked doing that again.
What counts as a fetish though? Like what counts as a
Bondage.
fetish? Like what?
Just
Bondage.
anything you're into, I reckon.
Is it? Yeah. So what's the difference between like
I
Just
think
like what you're
if it's
into or like
your-
a fetish?
If it's your thing rather than like,
Like you
I quite like
can't-
that. You're like,
Yeah.
I would quite like to do this.
I don't think
Yeah.
I have anything mental. I don't
No.
think I have
No, it doesn't
anything
have to be.
like
Doesn't have to be mental.
just with a boy.
Just penises.
Oh, I would never yuck anyone's yum, but
just them wanting to be there is nice enough for me.
Okay, lovely.
And also, yeah, choking.
yeah. What about you, Gareth?
I don't think I got one.
No,
Very vanilla.
Yeah.
you too. Pair of vanillas.
What about you,
over
Stu?
there.
Give it anything a go, I reckon.
I
But-
know
Yeah.
I know you like being
well, not
specific,
anything. Let's not
don't
get crazy. But yeah, I don't know.
See,
What about, like-
I'm very open. I'm like when it's happening, I'm just like, let's go. Where
Oh,
we
yeah.
going?
Oh yeah, when like if there's something that they want to try and stuff,
Yeah.
there's nothing I
Time
think
to be
that I'd ever
disgusted
go.
after.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pig.
How do you feel about like threesomes and that?
Oh my god, I actually got offered a threesome not that
Did
long
ya?
ago. It's just
Was it in Harvester car park?
that's really specific.
Because
No,
we
it
What
got
happened to us?
propositioned
by
By a
one
couple.
person. Oh, by a couple. So like
a foursome.
Sorry, a Toby Carver.
Toby Garvey.
Oh,
Oh,
phew.
What did we? What did
I
you
said
say?
Harvester.
Harvest.
That's two above our price range.
yeah, I was
Harvester.
just thinking unlimited.
If it was a
salad,
harvester, I would have said
guys.
yeah. I would have been like, damn. Hot bread rolls
You
and a
got
threesome.
money.
Yes,
You
please.
got money. It was in my friend works in a hotel, and we were all just having drinks in there, and I was rotten drunk. I mean, like, because you definitely pay for the drinks in the hotel. So I was
Pretty sure they won't be watching anyway.
but I was absolutely legless, and it was just us in the bar, like who we were with, and then this couple came in, and when I'm drunk, I'm quite a loving drunk. I'm quite a nice drunk. and I'm the very naive drunk.
Not loving enough by the sounds of things.
But my naivety was the killer in
really?
this. So this couple just sat there, and I bounced over, and I'm like, "Hi guys, where are we from? What are we doing?" Do you know what I mean? And they were like, "Oh, I was out with my friends, and they've all gone home, and I met this guy tonight, and we're having a drink and stuff." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's lovely." Imagine like if you get together and can I be a bridesmaid? Honestly, God.
You sound great.
And then he was like, "Oh, I'm staying here," and I was like, "Oh, lovely, a nice hotel, isn't it?" Just absolutely moronic. And then I don't know how I ended up, but I was by where the rooms were with them, like the way
It's
they
like that.
go
How
up.
did this happen?
Went in one room,
Yeah.
doors shut, and you opened up and you were in another room. What is this?
Ah.
It's an elevator.
In the lift there.
I don't know whether they asked me to like show them how to get upstairs. Anyway, beside the point. we got there and the fella went, we're going to be honest with you now, we're into role play and we actually are a married couple and we've got kids.
Oh, fucking Phil Dunphy. What's
yeah,
his name?
Phil and Claire, yeah.
What's his name in it?
Oh,
Clive's big. Clive's big.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was proper like that. And I was like, oh, isn't that lovely keeping the marriage alive? Good for you guys. And then they were like, and one of our other fetishes is that we want to have a third person into like the thing.
Yeah.
And again, this is how bevied I was. I went, do you want to go and ask one?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, we're asking you.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. I was like, that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I very nearly said yeah out of sheer politeness.
I
I
should
was
have
like,
said
it's
the story.
rude to have said no.
What about the story?
Oh,
Kate?
yeah.
'Cause
That'd
that's a
have been
great story.
great stand-up.
It was a good story anyway, to be fair. But
But like it was just bizarre because the story isn't over, by the way. The story isn't over.
Okay, I know. There we go.
They were like, well, just come up to the room for a drink then. And again, this is how drunk and naive I was. I was like, yeah, okay. So I go up and I shit you not. This is the God's honest truth. Earlier on in the night, we were talking and one of the fellas who works in the reception said, a couple checked in today with a massive suitcase and they're only staying for one night. That has got to be full of sex toys. And we were all laughing and thought it was dead funny. It was
Here
true.
we go.
I walked into this room and it was littered with sex toys. And I mean,
Wow.
like, absolute, like, it was as if they just raided Ann Summers' back room because it was just everywhere.
And you were going to raid your back room?
They were trying. They were trying. And it was just the most. And they handed me like a can of Desperados. And then he was like, do you want a line? And I was like, no, thank you. I'm really okay. Like, I was just sat in this room looking at all these sex toys. And it was that moment that it dawned on me that I went, yeah, you've got yourself into another really stupid situation, okay? I was like,
Another
why?
pickle.
And then
that moment.
it was literally
Just
that
looking around
moment.
going,
And I was like, typical
a
me.
lot of sex toys.
So I was just like, they're mad, aren't they? And one of them went, do you want to try one? And I was like, no. I was like, I want to go home to my safe flat where there's not a lot of sex toys. It was horrible. So I've just relived that for the first time since it happened.
Look at us drawing out the trauma.
So how did you excuse yourself?
Just said I'm going to go home now.
Oh, okay.
And I ordered my Uber and I just ran away.
I love the picture, like the door shutting and then opening again, and then a do disturb sign comes on the door and shutting again. Do disturb.
And I ran away and it was just awful.
That's funny.
Whoa.
I mean, God bless them. Like, good on them.
Yeah.
I love that for them.
Is
And they
there-
were very nice.
Yeah, they sound very
I mean,
welcoming.
Yeah.
So is there any would you
I've
have
just told that story?
so in
Think about
terms of sex toys? I think it would be boss to have a swing or something, like a big sex swing.
Did he
I feel like
vibrate?
it seems like a good idea, but it's a lot of admin again, innit? Like when you fucking got an Allen key and you're trying to put a sex squid up.
Yeah.
Oh, but you just keep it up.
The thing is, as well, it's like, where in the sex bit do you go, do you want to get in the swing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the swinger thing.
And then you're like,
I'm the king of the swingers. Oh.
Stop, crap.
help!
Straps.
There you go. Forget it.
Well, you're dressed as Mr. Blobby.
Get me down. Get me down.
Deal. Deal.
Noel's house party just took
Yeah.
a mad turn.
Check out my
Should we do
red
your
box.
feature, Kay? Because I think, what time do you have to be leaving?
Oh, sorry,
I
yeah.
can't remember.
5:10 now.
How far away is the Philharmonic from here?
10-minute walk.
Perfect.
We're gonna go grab food and that as well if you fancy it.
Oh,
Or it'll
yes,
be here
please.
before then. So we do this feature.
Is
We've
there,
done
is there anything you want to talk about stand up? Are you sure that you're doing? Or
No, I don't think so.
Anyone you want
Okay.
to plug on that on?
I've got a podcast as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
With another comedian called
what-
Gareth
What's
Waugh.
it called? Sorry.
2 G's in a
2
pod.
G's in a pod.
Oh, I like
Nice.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, go check that out. Have you any messages that you want to spread?
Yeah. None appropriate for you.
Okay, that's fine.
Live, laugh,
Let's
but
just
always
say
love.
we will rise again.
So we do your feature and then
Yes.
we'll get out of here
So-
and go have a scram.
This feature is
It's a fun game, isn't it?
Yeah. So I very famously, no, that's the wrong word. I have not the best luck with men, and I've got some mad dating stories, but so have so many other people that I know. So I gathered a story, and what I do is I tell it, and then I stop, and you guys have to guess.
The ending?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm into this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think I pretty much know it off by heart anyway, but let me just double check so make sure that I get the details correct.
Oh, so this is one of Kay's stories then, if she knows it off by heart.
This wasn't me again. This wasn't me.
Yeah.
I know this one word for word, but I'll just get my phone out just in case.
My therapist said I have to say it to someone else.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, a girl I know, she had been talking to this lad for a while. I think they met in, like, out on a night out or whatever. And they've been talking for a while. They'd been on a date previously.
Yeah.
So they'd already been out and it was fine. And then he suggested that they go for a drive. And then I think they were going to go get some food or whatever. But anyway, they were in the car.
So is this like second date?
Yes,
type of
second
thing?
date.
Okay.
Yeah, but all going well. No red flags so far. All seems quite kosher.
Okay.
So there.
Sounds like this happened to you.
Definitely wasn't me because I said no red flags.
Okay.
So this is how we know it's not me.
Yeah,
Okay.
sound.
Because I go in for the red flags. So yeah, so the she gets in the car, they're driving around, and he goes, "Oh, can we just make a quick stop before we go to where we're going?" And she was like, "Yeah, of course." She was like, "That's absolutely fine." And he was like, "Okay, yeah, we just need to make a quick stop, and I hope that you're going to be okay with it." What happened next?
You pull into a dogging park or something?
He went and had a nature poo.
See, I've got a story in my head. I don't know do I know the person who told you this story? Okay.
Well, you might do,
You
but
might
not through like our like no
Because
no
I've
one
heard
our
the
mutual
story
friends.
of this happening, and she had to go in and like do his ironing and that.
No, it's not. Well,
Okay,
well,
sound,
it's not
sound.
that. But.
Right,
Sorry,
okay,
where did
never
they
mind.
stop? Where did they stop the car?
So at this point they're still driving.
We're
So
not
we have
in the city driving.
Is the clue is where they stopped to give it away?
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
So where are they driving?
What's the local population?
Oh, it was in Liverpool. So
Okay.
they were just driving
Oh,
to like go
in
for something
town.
to eat.
Yeah. So say they're
okay.
driving into Liverpool, and he goes, "We need to stop and go somewhere. Hope you're going
I
to be
need
all
to
right
do
with it."
something first. I hope that you're all
Was
right
he
with it.
checking the air in his tyres?
No.
I hope you're all right with this. Yeah, I'm all right with you making the car safer for all of us. Thank you.
Road safety's an ick for me.
What isn't?
Literally, yeah.
Somebody.
You
It's a
care
green
about my
flag.
safety?
Sorry.
Vile. No.
I had a car insurance joke in there somewhere, but it doesn't matter. She said red flags, and I said that's a green flag.
Yeah, it's nice.
Ah, very nice.
It's all right.
Very nice.
Nice.
Comedy.
Okay. Right.
It's dead funny
I
when you go
hope
back and
everything
explain
I
it.
do, the audience don't laugh. They all just go, "Oh, nice.
Nice, man.
Oh, nice."
I don't know. Doggin's a good one, but I don't know if you do that before food.
Yeah. Oh, before food, yeah, that's crazy.
Because you want it to be dark, I imagine, for dogging
Yeah, well, I
most
thought
of the
it would
time.
be. Did he?
Does he go pick up drugs? No. I don't know. Yeah.
He had someone in his boot.
That will be a red flag. wouldn't it?
That would be a red flag. Still wouldn't put me off, but it still would be a red flag.
I'd say that was a maroon flag.
Yeah.
Deep red.
Amber.
Did he go and see his ex for some reason?
Pick up a kid.
Pick up a kid. Take a kid for a scram with them.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one. I'm going for that.
Yeah.
I reckon that.
I'm going someone in the boot or air in the tyres.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Go on.
So, they pull up to a house. So you were quite close.
Ooh.
They pull up to a house, and this woman and this older woman are coming out. And he gets out and he goes over and he gives them a hug and that. And she's thinking, who the fuck are these people? And they had like bags with them or whatever. And they get
I'm
in the
thinking.
car.
She's thinking.
Yeah, and yeah, so he goes out, gives them a hug and whatever, and they're talking for a bit, and they're all laughing, and she's thinking, what the fuck's going on? And then she's thinking, oh my God, I'm going to meet like his family. It's only the second date. Oh my God, what the hell? And they get in the car, And he goes,
The women get in the car.
yeah, the women get in the car, the back of the car. And he goes, this is blah, blah, and blah, blah.
Barbara and Barbara.
Nope. This is my ex-girlfriend of 7 years and her mum.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Why?
We're just dropping them off at the train station. Hope that's okay.
Oh.
On a second date.
Why are you still doing this though? As well.
And she had to just literally sit in the car and be like, and then she said a song came on the radio and the girl went, oh, this song always reminds me of you.
Nah.
And he took them to the train station. And then when she confronted him, bear in mind as well, the mum was like, so what do you do, hon? Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Proper, like, condescending and that.
Yeah. Oh, how
Yeah.
lovely. Oh, you are. You're lovely, aren't you? Isn't she lovely? And the ex-girlfriend's like, in the back of the car. And apparently the ex-girlfriend kept saying stuff like, oh, I remember when you first bought this car and all this kind of stuff. And on a second date.
Oh no.
That's
bad,
gross.
that, isn't it?
Isn't that horrific?
Yeah.
No, I used to be in the back seat with my mum.
But yeah, dropped them at the train station. And then when she said that was a bit weird, he said that she was going too fast and it was only their second date and she needs to stop trying to control him.
So he's clearly just like under the thumb of his ex still.
Yeah,
or
he's still just
something,
madly in love with his ex,
Yeah.
clearly.
Wow.
Imagine that.
So that happened and it definitely didn't happen to
Okay.
me.
And
It
that's
actually weird me. I
and
would have said.
that's what you're after for the naked attraction.
Yes,
Men
something
like
like
that.
that. Yeah.
Well,
The
like
box
that.
goes up and there's just 3
the-
sets of legs in there. Like, what's going on there? Oh, this is just my girlfriend and
Yeah,
my
well,
ex and her mum.
The
Like,
sad thing is, I always said to the girl, I was like, if that was me,
Baggage.
I'd have just been like, I'd have ended up becoming their best mate and going on the trip with them. I was like, I know what I'm like.
Fuck
I'd
you,
been like,
I'm
Yeah,
going
you'd
out
have
with
been
these.
having a threesome with him.
Yeah.
Accidental
What's in
threesome.
those bags?
But yeah, so that's that
that's a
feature
horrible
for this
one, that.
week. So we've
Awful
had
one, that.
the last one was a lad stopped mid-sex to cry about Princess Diana dying because he was very high on drugs.
I think that's good on him.
Yeah, yeah. She was the queen of our hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this time we've had pick an ex and ex's mum up.
Oh.
So who knows what's going to happen next?
Surely it wasn't actually Diana, was it? And he's just used that as an excuse.
No, he was sobbing.
He was on
high
drugs.
High off his
There you go. That's
morning.
exactly what I thought.
Yeah,
I went, what?
Apparently
He was off his head. I went, oh, okay.
Yeah, he was like, oh, those two boys.
That was it.
Those 2
Those
boys.
two poor boys. True story.
He's got a point.
True
Yeah.
I know, yeah, well, you
We're
know.
boys.
Well,
Affects us all.
That's I think that's us for this week, innit?
Yeah. Thank
Nice
you.
one for
As it
coming on,
was for
Gareth.
Diana.
Yeah.
I
It's
appreciate
fabulous.
it, man.
Great
It was great.
Where you at online and that?
Just at Gareth Waugh,
Gareth
whatever
Waugh,
them.
sound. We
And
put
2G's in a pod,
Yeah.
is it? 2G's in a
Yeah,
pod.
put any links and stuff in the
And
description.
supporting Sloss.
Yeah, we're going to
in
go see the
places.
show tonight with
Yeah,
thanks to
tonight
you.
and then Aberdeen.
Nice,
All
man.
the, night, all the
Lovely.
glamorous places.
Sick. But yeah, go check Gareth out. Give him a little follow on that. And then K, yours K with 2 Y's, Nicholson.
Yeah.
Onto it. There we
Yeah.
go. Go give K a
Love
follow as
it.
well. Look out for everyone doing gigs and that. What have we got? Patreon. And live shows.
Yeah, for £3 a month, you get stupid amounts of stuff. So it's like it's actually a better deal than Poundland because you get like 4 things a month for
Yeah.
£3.
Yeah,
So that's like buy 3 get 1 free in it. So
exactly. So
sign up is what I'm saying.
patreon.com/the Club. Thanks everyone for listening.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for coming down again, K. Nice one.
Thanks for
See you
having
later.
us.
Nice one.
Bye bye bye.